What's up? What's up? It's the Arthur Moats Experience with Deke. I'm Arthur Moats, and that's my main man, Deke.
What's good, bro?
Man, everything's good, Deke. Everything is good today. How are you, man? Shout out to the pit shirt, too, bro. In the house.
Thanks,
H2P. H2P. I needed that today, man. Shout out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it felt right. It felt right.
Yeah, everything's excellent.
There it is. There it is.
How about you?
Man, all right, Deke. I'm going to pull the curtain back. I was kind of a little tired, bro. I took little man. We went golfing today. We tried to jump and get a little 9-piece in, right? I was like, we got a little time. And what I didn't account for is the fact that we just got off that course about an hour ago, Deke. And I'm tired now, I ain't account for this feeling right here, bro.
Did you get any food?
I did. Even though I was slightly upset because I
What
wanted
happened?
a milkshake as well. And yeah, the place milkshake machine wasn't working, bro. But I thought of you the whole time. Because Deke has already confirmed, he's told me, you got to get something to eat once you golf. So we did go do that. We did get something to eat. But the milkshake machine was a little down. So I was hoping I was going to perk me back up. So yeah, bro, right now I'm a little tired, bro. But I'm going to fight through it, man. Because my dog here with me. You feel me? You in the building, man. It's Thursday, a.k.a. Friday. Junior, shout out to you, Official Momentum. And yeah, man, life is good. But I low-key was setting them good again today, Deke. I'm getting all right. I'm still bad, but it's like pleasantly bad, if that makes sense.
I consider myself bad, too. So
There's no way you could say bad. You can't be bad because you're great.
don't do that.
You're great, bro. I've seen you golf. You're great to me, bro. You're my inspiration. I tell people it's you and David, bro. Like y'all are my, yeah. I strive to get there. I'm like, one of these days I'm gonna be hitting shots like how y'all hit consistently. But yeah, I'm bad, bro. You can't be bad. No, don't say that, man.
Well, this is why I say I'm bad. Let me put this into perspective for you. I think you're closer to like my skill level than what
Absolutely
my
not.
skill level is to a pro.
No,
I'm telling you, dude, the
bro.
pros are unbelievable.
No, I can't.
The pros are unreal.
Deke, I've seen
they are-
you play,
no,
Deke. I've
dude.
seen you play too many times, Deke. You're not. No, bro. I cannot believe
No,
that,
they're-
bro.
I
I cannot
promise.
believe that,
No,
bro.
I promise you.
Deke, no.
Pros are that good.
Deke, I am bad. You're great. Okay? Stop playing, man. You're closer to them than
don't
I am
put great
ever
on me.
to you, okay? Yeah, bro. Stop that,
No,
man.
dude, you could close the gap like
Absolutely
by a
not.
lot of practice here, a few
No,
years,
no,
whatever. Like if you stick to the grind and
Deke, I don't feel like I'm close to you, bro. I feel like the only time I'm close to you is when we sit in the golf cart together. That's about it, bro. Outside of the golf cart together, outside of us both carrying clubs, we both swing clubs. Outside of that, yeah, Deke, it ain't a lot of closeness, man. Yeah, you're like up here. All right? And it's like you, and then it's like the professionals. It's like, oh, y'all just, yeah.
they're so
Yeah,
much better.
that's
than
how I
me.
see it,
I'm
bro.
telling you, dude.
It's you and then them. So once I catch you, then I'm like, okay, let's look there. But until I just like, no, y'all were like so far away, bro. I'm not even just head down, just working right now. I'm just head down the whole time. I'm not even thinking about y'all right now. Y'all are just so far ahead, man. Yeah.
Well, thanks. I won't argue against it too much, but
You know you nice, bro. I don't know why you playing.
no. I still
Yeah.
I still stand by what I said there,
Nah,
but
bro.
I'll
Nah,
let
man.
I'll let the perception
Yeah.
be out there that I'm closer
Hey,
to pros.
that
but
perception is
it's not.
reality. I'm
It's
telling
not
you
even
now.
close.
Whatever y'all want to put money at, whatever y'all want to go ahead and have a 2v2. Not a 2v2 because I'm going to hold him down. I'm going to hold him back. I already know that. If you want a 1v1, though, I sponsor Deke, man, because Deke got the juice, bro. I believe in him. That's all I'm saying, man. Yeah, but I ain't, I am like entry level, ground level, like we just walked in the door. You're on like the 13th floor. You're already up here. You're chilling. Then it's like 2 more floors, penthouse, right? You there. I'm just like, yeah, I gotta take the stairs. All right, I ain't even close. Yeah, but I love it though, man. It's an exciting thing. It's great exercise, but it was a beautiful day today, though, man. It was a beautiful day. But yeah, Deke, man, I'm hitting some shots out there, bro. I'm hitting some shots, bro.
nice.
So we
Good
getting
to hear.
We getting
You have
there,
been
man.
plugging along. You have been getting better.
Well, I try to take it and be consistent, man.
I'd say significantly better from where you started.
Low key, I would too. I like how you said that though. I thought that was gonna come off as a shot. It
It's
low
not
key,
at all.
it wasn't though. I was like, you know
Golf's
what?
very humbling.
No,
Tom J says that in the chat.
facts.
He actually,
Facts,
it seems like he's smiling at your struggle and
Hey,
your grind
bro.
with golf because he says, I love golf humbling the athletes.
Hey, no, that's real. I love it too because it's a feeling that I haven't had in like forever. Where it's like the new challenge, the spice of, man, you're pushing yourself athletically in a totally different space, mentally, physically. And the things that I've relied on my whole life athletically in golf, it's almost like they work against you. So you have to understand how to slow your muscles down, speed them up, not try to have this mentality of power, more of a grace. Yeah. But it has been like exciting, bro. So that's why I rock. I see why a lot of athletes get into it, man. And like I said, for me, I get the sentimental father-son dynamic as well. So it's like, bro, this is a vibe. But Lil Man was chirping me today, Deke, and I had to catch myself because I low-key was about to, like, get at him. Yeah. I hit one of them shots, and he was like, dang, Dad, you just got past my tee. Yeah. You know how that, it's like, bro, you don't say that. Yeah. You might think it. We could all be able to say page of agreed, but it's like, bro, you don't say that. Like, that's, you feel me? He hit me with that one. I was like, bro, you're my little man, but hey, man. Hey. Yeah. Golf. It'll do it to you, baby. It'll do it to you.
So, yeah, you got something to eat afterwards. That's my rule. I feel like you got to take your group out for dinner, drinks, whatever it is after golf. Like, it's almost mandatory with the round.
Oh, no,
I almost prefer the dinner and the drinks and stuff after more than the actual golf round. I'm not messing.
I promise, though, I peeped the energy because we got done, and it was like another foursome. He was like probably guys our age. They all came in, and that was literally what they was talking about. Hey, bro, man, we finna get this. How you sit down, Miss Get the orders. And we're like, oh, so this is like for real. Like, it is always packed whenever you're going to eat. It's like, there's going to be somebody in there sitting down. So I'm like, hey, respect. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. So I like it, bro.
And it probably goes hand in hand with even just how you were feeling after the round. You're feeling exhausted. You just want to chill.
You just want something. Just get off your feet.
Give me some food. Give me a drink. Just let me chill.
And I will forever shout you out for this one thing.
You don't want to be working. Like, once you golf, your day's over. Because you get the dinner and the drinks and stuff after. You get the food and the drinks. Your day's over. You don't want to be working. You don't want to be doing anything.
I am so glad you said that, Deke. When I got done showered, bro, I messed around and laid down for like just 5 minutes, and I was like, yeah, bro, we can go ahead and call it a day, babe. The day could have been over. I was good. Yeah, bro.
So you got to work on your timing with your golf rounds now.
Yeah. I was like, can't go this close to podcast time, bro. Because, the vibe was like, I got to go down there. Still got a little forehead sweat for the shower. You know how it go, man. Yeah. But shout out, though, bro. It was definitely a blast, though, today, man. So, yeah, baby. It's been a good one, man. And like I said, eventually, I'm going to get good like you. Oh, Tom J says morning golf, nap at noon, dinner with the fam afterwards. Okay.
Yeah, but that doesn't involve any work.
This is also true.
That involves no work. That sounds like a Saturday.
That does sound like a Saturday.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just saying your day's over from like actual working.
Whenever you golf,
expending any like work type of energy.
Yeah. I looked at my I was like, I had how many miles I stopped? I got a couple miles in a day too. Oh, babe, we good. We had a little sweat. You know how it is, man. Yeah. I was like, yeah, we good. We're done. I put my vacation shirt on, Deke. You see, I didn't even think. I was like, bro, I'm tired. Yeah. But we here, baby. It's going to be a vibe today, though, man. It's definitely going to be a vibe. But, yeah, I'm going to work on my scheduling next time. Work on my schedule a little bit better next time. But shout out, though, man. Shout out. So, yeah, baby. Man, we do got plenty that is going on around the league, around sports in general, man. We know NBA Finals Game 1 is tonight as well. You still taking Boston, right?
I don't think I can.
I thought you said you were.
Nah.
You sure? I remember you saying something like Tatum was like your guys. Like Tatum's your favorite. Yeah.
No.
You didn't say that?
I think I'm just gonna be mad if I bet on the Celtics the whole time. Like it's just it's a.
Because I thought Porzingis was like your favorite player.
It's a very frustrating duo that Tatum and Brown to like put your money on.
But that's the city of champions. They say Title Town, man.
No, Pittsburgh is. No.
Yeah, I'm just it's Boston. Woo. Yeah.
Well, Don Williams is saying Drake bet on Dallas.
Ah, dang. Why you want to do that? See, I don't. Why you want to do all? You know how to. Hey, anybody that knows. You don't want. If Drake is betting on your squad, man. Yeah. Good luck. He ain't shooting good right now.
It is the smart bet. Just given the odds and like if we're just doing a one-on-one bet, there's no juice one way or another. It is a smart bet.
Yeah.
Boston is, I would say, heavily favored.
They are.
Yeah, it sounds weird to say. Like, I don't know if the people that are making these lines and making these odds are actually watching the games or not.
Frank K
But
said that attempts on for money
I
line.
think it should be pretty much an even matchup here going in. Just
can
based
dig
off
it.
how both teams have played and everything, and Boston's history, and how Tatum and this era of the Celtics over the last, 6-7 years, I've kind of choked.
This is true.
And then with the Mavs, they got Kyrie. They got a dude with some championship pedigree. I guess technically the Celtics do with Drew Holiday, but that was more of a Giannis championship than him. Kyrie had a lot to do with the Cavs winning in 2016.
Drew did too. It was going against Phoenix, so it was like a lot. But yeah, it was definitely a lot of Giannis.
But then you
it was
see
a
how
lot of
Luka's
Giannis.
playing. Luka's, the best or one of the top 2 or 3 guys in the league right now. Yeah, I think it should be even. I think it should just be even odds.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Mavs are heavily dogs here. Plus 180 something, I think. Plus 175, plus 180, maybe plus 185.
Yeah.
So if I took the bet, what I'm saying with you, if I took the Celtics, it's, I guess, technically a smart bet. Like, I'm getting the odds in my favor there.
Yeah, and that's all you ever want.
No,
the
I'm
odds
good,
to
though.
ever be in your
No,
favor.
I'm good. I'm not a big analytics guy to begin with, so.
Yeah, I feel like when I bet basketball, I
pass.
bet either LeBron or just instant eyeball test. Like, if I think that team's, I'm sorry, it's like them. Yeah.
I'll pass.
But Boston, I feel like, all right, if you change your mind, just know Boston got you,
I mean, I
bro.
wouldn't be surprised if they want. They're just not a team I want to bet on.
Nah, I'm with you. Because, like, Boston winning, I can see.
That's what I say. It's an even matchup.
It's
an
legit
even matchup.
Yeah, it's very even, bro. It's not like I'm over here feeling ultra confident. I just like Kyrie and Luka. That's it. Yeah, I trust Kyrie and Luka a little more than I trust Tatum and Brown, but I do think the Celtics got the better squad. And that's the interesting part.
Yeah,
man.
better squad, better depth.
Mhm.
Porzingis will be back. There's a case to say Boston wins, but
There is.
I just don't want to bet on them.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, fair enough. I could dig it.
Unless you want Boston.
No, I don't want to lose to Boston. If I lost money and it was because of Boston losing, I would be really upset with myself for even like entertaining it because I know, they could definitely choke this thing out.
Yeah, my knee-jerk
would-
reaction
yeah,
is I would bet the Mavericks.
Yeah.
So I don't want to. I don't
Yeah.
want to do the Boston bet. I know you want me to, and part of me would like to for the podcast. And
You good though,
just
bro? You
sparking
good?
up some content
You
here
good, man?
on the fly, but
But
nah,
you good, baby. You good.
I'm a pass.
You good. Respect on that, man. That's smart judgment, right? That's being wise right there. Don't let me backdoor you into something, man. Heck nah. I like it, man. But yeah. See what else we got going on before we start this thing. Oh, actually, before we start this thing, do we got any Deke thoughts today?
I do.
Oh,
I have a
is it-
question for
are
you,
you
but
back?
I
Time
have
out.
a fact.
You going
A
back
stat.
to back? You going back to back on us like that?
Yeah, it's not going to be as good as yesterday. I don't know if anything beats
Yesterday
yesterday.
was elite, bro. I'm just gonna keep saying it. Yesterday
But
was
this
elite.
is pretty good.
All right, here we go.
And it's topical. It's relevant.
Yeah, because I'm about to say I seen something else. I don't know if you just seen on your screen. It flashed. Yeah.
What?
What was your screen just on? Was you on X?
No.
Okay, yeah, you see what I seen there too. All right, bet.
Jeremy
yeah.
Chin.
Yeah, we'll get to him in a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like he made a foolish move. But yeah, we'll dig into
So
that.
we'll get to that. We'll get to him in a few. All right.
So Pirates kind of been playing good recently.
We watched the game last night, bro. They took care of business.
Yeah,
Got the dub.
they're only a
You
game out of
called
the
it.
wild card.
Called it yesterday too, bro. Schemes pitching. Game changer.
Yeah, I didn't say it on the pod. I said it
afterwards, yeah.
right after we were done
Afterwards.
recording.
Yeah.
I said, "Hey, did you see the Pirates-Dodgers matchup? They got us favored,
Mm-hmm.
and Dodgers are one of the best teams in the league, but they
Oh,
got
yeah.
us favored because Skeens is pitching."
Yeah, he lived up, bro.
But he lived up. Like, I thought he had a good outing. It was at 8 strikeouts, but
Mhm.
then the bats came alive for us too.
Yeah, we was up
That always
7-3 at one point.
And
Something
Bednar's
like
been
that?
pitching
Yeah.
good too. That's
Who?
Bednar's been pitching good.
Did-
The Renegade.
Oh! I just want to make sure we're talking about the same Bednar. That's all.
I still stand by my take. Like, I don't think it helps you
You see
as
the
much as you
mystique?
think it does.
You see the mystique when he.
I don't know if it's Mystique.
It's Bednar, bro. You see the mystique.
I don't know if it's Mystique.
It
or
is
just
mystique, man. Don't do that. It's mystique,
Yinzer's
bro.
hearing that song, and we
it's
just.
mystique. He has an aura about him. Ooh, look at the aura.
I don't know.
Ooh.
But he's been pitching better, to his credit. But anyway, this stat has to do with the Pirates. Infographic was put out there.
Mm-hmm.
by, this looks like MLB StatCast.
Okay.
The top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is top 11, top 12. They got the top 11 or top 12 fastest pitches thrown by starters this season.
Oh, Skeens is up there a lot. Yeah, I know he's gonna be up there.
It's only Pirates.
I'm about to say he's got. I know Skeens.
Hold on, let me recount.
The Skeen got the most. I feel like Skeen's up there the most, though, right?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Is this 11? Top 11. Top 11. It's all Pirates, and it's either Skeens or Jones.
Yeah. The young boys. Yep.
So Skeens has the top.
Yeah.
Fastest pitch by a starter. Now, this is specific because this is starters.
Yeah.
Chapman yesterday threw the fastest pitch of all of the MLB throughout the whole season. He dropped a 104-mile-per-hour sinker.
104?
Yeah. Because there's a reliever out there. I forget what team he's on, but he threw 103 or something at some point. So he might be second fastest pitch by anyone. Yeah. So he threw, and it was a sinker, too. That's the other crazy part. It wasn't even a fastball.
Yeah. It's like, ew. That's nuts, bro.
But you got Chapman doing that. You got Skeens and Jones.
They are been 100.
It's literally just them in the top 11. They have the 11 fastest pitches thrown by starters this season.
What's his fastest?
He's the top. He's number one. He's at 101.9. But then Jones has the next two. He's at 101.4 and 101.3.
And then Skeens
then it's Skeens. Skeens is the next 5, and then Jones is the second to last, and then Skeens is the last at 101. It's very marginal. Like Skeens at 11 is 101, and then Skeens at number 1 is 101.9. They're all at 101.
That's gas, bro. That's real.
These two are rookies.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's filthy, bro.
We're in a good spot with this pitching staff. Really good spot. Jones and Skeens, Keller, Falter's pitching tonight. He's been pitching pretty good. He's got a 3-point-something ERA. I don't know who our 5th guy is, but yeah, it's all coming down to the bats.
Shout out, bro.
They're good. They're only a game out. They've turned it around. Like 2 weeks ago, I was talking about how we suck again, and we're just back to the old ways of the Pirates, and season's over. Kind of. I'm worried about my over/under bets, and we're kind of back. I mean,
let's go.
Right now, we're 2-0 against the Dodgers.
Let's go.
Going for that sweep tonight.
And we could do it too. Who's on the mound tonight though?
Falter.
Okay.
We're dogs tonight. Falter doesn't have that same juice as Skeens.
I was like,
but he's good. Watch
out.
He's
gonna be all right though.
He's
competitive.
Underrated.
What's what the best look like, man?
Exactly.
He's what the best look like.
He's underrated. But that's the Deke thought. Or the Deke
respect on that, man.
The thought is Pirates.
Hey.
Back. Yeah,
I like it.
I think so.
I like it. We was enjoying it watching it last night. We was at dinner. It was like, yo, shout out to the Pirates. Oh, we thought Kutch about to go yard. But shout out to the Pirates, man. We look good last night, man. We look good.
And the question for you is, who do you want as the Lakers head coach?
Oh, well, this is actually very simple. I know it was between J.J. Redick, or it's between J.J. Redick and the back-to-back national champion head coach of the UConn Huskies men's basketball team. I'm personally going to go with Mr. Dan Hurley if I had to decide between him and J.J. Redick. All right, J.J., hey, man, great radio, TV personality. Shout out to the podcast. Shout out to the First Take. I like when he talk X's and O's, and all of that is beautiful. My only issue is, I'm like, yo, that's no different than what we got to do it right now. We all just kind of talking X's and O's, and it sounds good, but we ain't actually having to go out there and implement it, nor have we seen any of us actually go out there and implement it before. And that was my only issue with JJ. It's like, man, JJ could be the greatest thing out, but I've just never seen him do it. And to throw him in that situation in LA with everything.
And you know exactly why he's getting the job.
Oh, we know
he's going to be LeBron's
1,000%.
puppet.
Yeah.
So I don't know how much the rest of the teammates would
They're not going to rock with
that
that all the way either, because it's like he's not proven. So it's like you're just getting it exactly by what you said, because, yo, Bron started the podcast with you. That's your man's. He's your man's. And he get what he want. But I prefer Dan Hurley. I was hoping we had another candidate, because for the longest time, there wasn't another name.
It was like 2-3 days ago.
It
Strom's
was
reported
Redick.
it was going to be JJ.
Yeah, so I was not over the top about it. It was kind of like, oh, boy, okay now.
Now, how does that happen is my question.
What you mean?
Because Shams is up there in terms of NBA
he ain't
reporter.
Woj. He ain't Woj.
No, I get that, but
He
like
ain't
to get it that far off.
Hey, he ain't Woj.
I'm with you on that. Like Woj is like Schefter to the NFL.
Woj said, Rappaport, go ahead and say what you want to say, and I'm gonna go out here and drop the real one. That's what he said. He said, you go ahead, you get your little JJ Redick, all right. Thank you, Woj. I'm so happy. I'm a Woj guy. All right. If it's not Woj Janoski, I don't care about who it is. All because of this report being Dan Hurley. Because, I was not feeling the JJ move. And I'm a JJ guy back from when he played at Duke shooting from half court. Like, love JJ. But at the same time, like, bro, JJ ain't yeah.
Maybe the JJ report was true to an extent.
I think it was.
And then they, just the Lakers execs and the guys making this decision, like, looked at each other in a room and said, are we sure? Is there another guy out there we could try to get?
Can we just call this cat that's in UConn real quick? Can we just see if we can make an offer to him real quick? Just call him up. He might want to go for the 3-peat, but he might want to come out to L.A., kind of Hollywood for a little bit, man. So I'm glad.
Is Hurley making the right call?
Yeah, absolutely. You can always go back to college. You can always go back. And he'll go right back and be the man. Absolutely. He'll always be the man going back to college. But in terms of striking while the iron's hot, getting a chance to go to the league, and in this situation, potentially getting a chance to have LeBron and AD in your first go-around, you instantly got firepower. You know you're a part of legitimate conversations. Now the argument is health, and can you get a couple of duck pieces?
I don't think he'd be a lame duck either.
No, absolutely not. I think he like
some of these other LeBron coaches where like you figured they were going to get fired anyway by the end of the season or midway through, like what's his face? In
Darvin
Cleveland.
Ham.
Well, you had Darvin Ham, David Blatt. Yeah.
I was still mad about the whole. No, he ain't. Tyler ain't get
I
fired.
think Dan Hurley would. I think he'd have power.
Hurley
is what I'm saying. I think that'd be an interesting power dynamic between like him and LeBron. Because if you're the Lakers, you're bringing on Hurley for 5-6 years.
Yeah,
and you're not expecting LeBron to be around for that long.
Right. But I look at it like the same way how LeBron was kind of open and eager and allowed himself to learn from Eric Spoelstra down in Miami. I'm hoping that it's a similar situation like that with Dan Hurley out there.
Especially because Hurley doesn't have to do this at all. Mm-hmm. He's already got the whole going back to UConn, be the guy there, be the next Calhoun there, basically.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he can always go back to that if he wanted to pick up where he left off. He could always go back to that. But right now, it's like, bro, you can make some history now. LeBron win winning, you the guy. And you did it in L.A. Think about the coaches that have won it in L.A. You put your name with those dudes now. And you add that rare air of collegiate national champion, potential NBA champion as well. After going back to back at the collegiate level, bringing UConn all the way back up from the suspension time frames and everything in between. Back. Yeah.
Off the top of my head, I don't know what coaches in the NBA or in basketball have pulled that off.
That's what I'm saying. So he gets an opportunity.
I know for football,
that.
You got Pete Carroll.
Man.
That's at least one.
Nick Saban didn't. He failed at it.
Yeah.
Petrino failed at it.
Harbaugh's gotten close.
Mm-hmm.
You could say he's had success.
Yeah,
he's had success at both. Like really high success.
Winning at both. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like it's tough to do it at both of those levels. Yeah, but Pete did do it. Yeah,
I can't think of anyone off the top of my head because didn't Calipari go to the NBA for a minute?
Yeah, but
I don't think he did good. Yeah,
nah.
Pitino didn't do good in the NBA. Mm-hmm. He had to go back to college. Yeah, Pat Riley. I don't think he was in college. He was just straight NBA. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think you're right. It is rare air, and it might. I don't even know if it's been done before.
Yeah,
just off the top of my head, I could be wrong.
Hey, fact checkers, if we off, all right, gang. Fact checkers, gang. But yeah, man, I like it though. I like that part of it. Since it's gonna be Dan Hurley, I'm like, thank you. That I can work with that one. That's the one I want.
Nothing official just yet.
Well, the thing is nothing official, but Magic Johnson, nothing official, but Magic Johnson just came out and put this big statement out saying, hey, I talked to the Lakers brass, and when they told me that it was going to be Dan Hurley, I was so excited I leaped for joy. I can't believe that he's going to be coming here to join LeBron and AD and the Lakers and what they got going on here. I cannot wait to see them. That's what they literally just said. I'm like, all right, it ain't official just yet, but Magic Johnson, they going. If it ain't official, it's pretty much 99.9% sound like it's about to be official, man. But we see what them numbers look like too, though, man. But you got to pay him, man. He the dude right now. What other coach would you want? In terms of pulling from the collegiate ranks?
Yeah, he's it. He's the answer.
Yeah. Or do I go wait for
And actually,
Doc
you know
Rivers
what?
again?
I'm thinking about this more. I guess more positive thing, or the other reason for Hurley to jump to the Lakers over UConn is just the state of college sports right now. I think that's why Harbaugh jumped to the NFL.
Yeah, I mean, it's about to be the same.
If you would have said 10 years ago, a lot of college coaches
They don't want to go pro.
Well, I think those would have been better positions than a lot of NFL jobs at the time, because you have more control, you have more power.
Right.
Like
you
Saban down in Alabama.
your roster.
But now with the transfer portal and just the mess of everything, it's like you got to do so much more to stay relevant.
And low key, you can make a case that it's harder to maintain a college roster than it is an NFL roster. Because if you're my franchise guy, I have you locked up for 5 years, 4 years, guaranteed, locked up in a contract. Collegiately, man,
you got to
bounce out there a year.
And you got to worry about the players that aren't even playing now. You got to worry
your
about them. Are
backup
they going to be
players
here
might
for
leave
2-3 years? Yeah, exactly.
Right. Whereas we talked about Mark Robinson being here for how many years backing up. We talk about Jalen Warren being here for how many years now. At college, man, Jalen Warren had transferred. Yeah. Mark Robinson had bounced up the program. College-wise, yeah. And that's the difference too, man. So you're right on with that, man. Absolutely.
Yeah. I think that's another plus in the direction for Hurley to
that's
leave.
Real. But I like it.
It would be cool for him to go back and get the 3-peat and everything. But getting 2 and then jumping to the Lakers and seeing what you could do with LeBron for the next couple years and probably make more money in the NBA. That's not the worst option either.
Come on, man. Can't go wrong with it. Can't go wrong. So now it'd be a dope little situation for him, man. So, when he go ahead and win this championship this year with Bron, Lil Bronny, AD, we'll be over here throwing our little party, celebrate. It's almost some great move, man. So I like it, baby. I like it. Shout out to the Deke thought, by the way, too, man. And the question followed up.
Yeah.
Solid.
Yeah, not as good as yesterday, but
that's still fire though, bro. The consistency is there.
The
consistency is there. Respect, bro. Respect. So, with that being the case, let's go ahead and start the show like how we always do. Go ahead and drop it in the comment section where you are tuning in from, and in that way we'll give you those big boy shout outs to start the day's show. And of course, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you are new to the family, baby.
Tyron tuning in from the 330 Alliance, Ohio.
You see it too.
Tito, good vibes from the 817 Fort Worth, Texas. The Dawn Hefe Juan from the 323 Watts, California.
Watts in the building.
Kenneth Moses says, Moats, stay off the weed. The Lakers ain't winning no thing.
Hey, don't you hate now. Hating in your heart is bad for you. Remember now, it's bad for you.
And Kenneth Moses says he's saluting. He's saluting from back home too. He says from Virginia Beach.
Hey,
on my way back to the 757. Any player clearance sales going on? Who can we get?
Well, we gotta check the OTA menu and see who's skipping OTAs, mandatory portions or not. That's usually the first.
Pretty much anyone in free agency right now. You could. We got
big bankroll. Yeah, we got big bankroll. So yeah, if they're available right now, any of them, and if they're currently on somebody's roster. Well, let's talk about it because we might can go ahead and get one of them too.
Esco Reloaded says tune in from the 757, the crib, and stay on the gas. He says.
I mean, that's how I try to live my life. That's how I try to do it.
Jacob Malesio 919 NC in the house as always. Peace and prayers to all.
Shout out, Jacob. You already know it's all love.
Hannibal 090 770 the ATL shawty. And
ATL.
Leah Warren 254 as always.
Shout out Killeen, Texas. Let me tap in here real quick, Deke, because I got Kid K, the Doughboy, and he's tapping in from Seattle. And he says, we love y'all. Well, guess what, man? Seattle, Washington, got love for y'all as well, man. Shout out to the west side, the northwest side as well, man. Then from there, the homie David Decker always tapping into the 585, Rochester, New York. And he says, Moats and Deke, how are you doing today? Go Celtics. Boo Mavericks. Celtics getting revenge for my Thunder. Interesting. Okay. Mr. OKC in the building. Shout out to you, David Decker, one time for the coaching. The Don Hefe Juan also says Boston is winning everything this year. I hope not. but I can understand if they do. I could definitely understand that. All right, then after that, triple-double all the way in Myrtle Beach in Henrik. Shout out to Henrik in Hamburg, Germany. Mein Haus is dein Haus. And he says, we'll be in the stadium versus the Chargers, and he's hyped. Let's go. I'm hyped as well, man. How about that? And I also see you, Teddy Hendricks, the 823, tapping in from the 718, Brooklyn, New York. Where Brooklyn at? Where Brooklyn at? Where Brooklyn? I got 7 Mac 11s, about 838. I'm sorry. I just love my Brooklyn, man. Love my Brooklyn. All right, and then David Soto all the way from Chicago. And I will end it with the homie J Tank, 2426 and a 570 Stroudsburg, PA. Shout out to Stroudsburg. One time for the coach.
We got President Nitty dropping the first super chat of the day. Says, miss y'all and miss the chat. Still on the job hunt, but secured tickets to Bills and Steelers for wifey and I. Our first time at Acrisure. We're staying in Wexford.
Ooh. First off, nice place to stay. Can't go wrong with a little Wexford. They a little more buttoned up on that side of town. You know, we a little more loosey-goosey over here.
You picked a good spot to stay.
Yeah. Shout out to Wexford, man.
And, yeah, President Nitty's the one that quit his job.
He did. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Sound like he living his best life, man.
He's still on the job hunt.
Mm-hmm. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all, man.
Not a bad game to go to. A little rivalry matchup.
It's not a rivalry matchup, but it's
it's
a really nice game to go to because you're going to see two just really similar fan bases, really similar organizations, really similar cities, honestly, and they're kind of like cousins actually versus rivals. They're like second cousins. Could be first cousins. We just gotta check the 23andMe. Yeah, they might be second cousins though. Could be first. I think first though. But yeah, man, I like that. It's definitely gonna be a dope game, man. So definitely enjoy that game, man, without a doubt. You and wifey as well, man. I like the quality time y'all got going as well.
Let's go. UW says Utah is down to 6 finalists for its name. This is the new hockey team.
Oh, I was thinking the Jazz. I'm like, the Jazz are switching their name?
Yeah, so they robbed Arizona of the Coyotes, and they're going to do a whole rebrand for a whole new team. But
I missed this.
Arizona's going to get their team back, I think.
Are they still going to be
within the next
Arizona?
5 years? It's almost like how the Browns moved to Baltimore and became the Baltimore Ravens, but then the Browns got their team back as an expansion team, but they kept the history.
Got you. Yeah.
So that's supposed to happen. I think Utah, they might be playing next year.
You're right, though, because the Colts took Baltimore Colts to Indy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they took them there, and then Cleveland. Good call.
So I think Utah's gonna be playing next year, but there's gonna be no Coyotes. But they have like a 5-year window to get a new stadium. Yeah. They still have the rights for all the Coyotes.
So I have to look into it. I wonder what happened with that. Why did they?
Oh, it had something to do with the stadium, the original Coyote stadium.
Don't they play where the Suns play?
No. Yeah, it got weird.
Yeah,
it got weird. I don't know what happened with the stadium. Yeah. But for whatever reason, the Coyotes had to play at Arizona State Stadium, which is only like 5,000 capacity, and it was just like embarrassing.
I can see that. It's a college hockey arena, bro.
Yeah, that was this whole year.
Or college arena,
they were playing at Arizona State, and I think final straw. I don't know what the final straw was, but they were just like, we can't keep doing this. Like, let's move them to Utah.
Yeah,
I think they. I think the team sold or something. Like, there was a new owner. The owner was like, "We're moving this to Utah," but then the old owner's like, I still want to do the Coyotes thing. I still want to do the AZ hockey team, but we got to get a new stadium. So, yeah, it's kind of a mess.
All right.
Okay, hold on. David Decker got some information here.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Deke, the Coyotes owner has to win the land. The Utah NHL team will play 2024 as Utah. So I was right. Yeah. It's going to be Utah next year. So Coyotes might be back in 2 years. They might be back in 3 years. It's a 5-year window.
They got a 5-year window, though. That makes sense.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and
Trevor Payne.
Building plans fell through.
Yeah, I just saw Trevor. Shout out to Trevor Payne as well, man. Shout out to the chat, bro. Y'all be helping us out, bro, with some of this info because I was like, yo, this is interesting, bro.
Okay, but he said the 6 finalists for its name are the Utah Blizzard, the Utah Hockey Club. That's reminiscent of Washington football team right there.
Yeah.
The Utah Mammoth, the Utah Outlaws, the Utah Venom, and the Utah Yeti. It's got to be Yeti. It's got to be Yeti. Oh, that's perfect. It's got to be Yeti.
Between Yeti or Outlaws, I kind of like both. Like Yeti is definitely the smooth one because it's cold, it's hockey.
You have a good mascot.
You're in Utah, you definitely got an elite mascot. The mascots would be fire. You got a lot of playroom
Venom
with that
is
too.
Stupid.
Yeah, I kind of like
Mammoth's
Outlaws.
not bad.
Oh yeah, you can get away with Mammoth. Yeah.
Like Blizzard's a cool name, but I don't see the branding. I think it's just
Yeah, hockey club. You don't really have an identity.
I kind of like it. I like the low keyness of it, but Utah Yeti just sticks out to me.
The Yeti is fire, bro. Now, do you run into any branding issues with Yeti coolers and like the cups and stuff? Because that is already like a marquee name out there.
I think you just have Utah ahead of it at all times.
Okay.
Yeah, if you have Utah Yeti, don't worry about it. You're good.
Shout out. And Hannibal. Oh, now,
maybe
you were out
have
of pocket,
the Yeti.
baby. You're out of pocket. You got to relax, man. You got to relax. But yeah, the Utah Yeti is fire, bro.
I think that's the one. Man, that's my pick.
But see, I'm between Yeti and Outlaws. I was kind of like Outlaws because like, we the bad boys over there. It just seemed low. And never mind. I ain't going there. Yep. Yeti is perfect. Yeah. We go Yeti. We stay Yeti. Yeti's positive. Can't go wrong with Yeti, man. Keep everything good. Mm-hmm.
Let's go. UW also says, man, Moats, how bad is Buffalo's wide receiver room if Clay Bum is being reported as their most consistent guy?
See.
Wait, I need to hear it. What are these reports? They're saying Claypool's consistent.
Yeah, I'm actually glad to hear. I was happy to hear you bring this up.
These are more fake than the Kenny OTA reports.
You ready?
You
ready? You want to know why I was happy? You want to know why I was happy? Because it just confirms what I already know. When you put any player with a Josh Allen type quarterback, it's the same thing. Hey, Deke, what did you say about the receivers that Ben had? Did Sammy Coates? Did Kobe Hamilton? Did Marcus Wheaton? Did
Kobe Hamilton?
Did
not consistent.
Did Martavis Bryant? Did Juju Smith-Schuster? Did all those dudes? Was that because they was nice, or did Seven bring them up a little bit? Seven brought them up a little bit, right? Seven brought them up a little bit, right?
It's a combo buff.
That's what. But Seven brought them up a little bit, right? Because we seen them when Seven wasn't out there, and with all of those players have looked like that I named, right? We would agree, wouldn't we?
Well,
you said it.
You played all right with Mahomes. But he was with an elite quarterback. I'm playing into your point. When you have an elite quarterback, like
it's different, bro.
Receivers play will go up.
It's different. So that's all I'm saying, baby. I'm not surprised by this. A lot of receivers that played with Josh look better, baby.
Come on.
You see, I'm just telling you, man. It is no surprise over here, man.
This isn't even about the Josh Allen stuff because I get your whole point. No, I get your whole point of like Josh Allen is an elite quarterback in today's game right now.
Baby.
I'm with that. And like if you're a receiver, you're playing with them. Yeah, your production play could go up if you build a connection.
You trying to downplay it? Don't try to downplay it. No.
I'm with you. Come on, we're talking about Claypool here, and this is the off season. No. What are we 2 weeks into OTAs?
No, don't you do that. No, don't you do that. No.
I need to see it for like 8 weeks up there in Buffalo.
You got a
Claypool like actually string together 8 weeks of consistent play.
Listen, when you in the regular Josh Allen type of quarterback, man, anybody can go up there and look nice, baby. That's what I know. All right, I've seen it firsthand with Seven. Seven had everybody getting money, man. Everybody look good. Like, yo, everybody catch like that on here. Everybody nice. Hey, he's quarterback, man. So yeah, when Josh out there, you know how Josh get. He got that 17 on the red jersey, having fun, vibes on all season drip. You know how the all season drip go. It's like, and you just imagine. Because you know how hard he throw it with shoulder pass and everything. He's throwing it in shirts and shorts right now. So it's a beautiful pass ball. Oh, Claypool. He just handed it. He's like, here you go, Claypool. Just, yeah. Come on. And Claypool could do all the celebrating he wants right now. It doesn't matter. You're good, bro. Celebrate all you want right now, man. That's what I'm saying, bro. It's quarterback play, man.
Now, with Marcus Wheaton and Martavis going back to that whole time, Ben definitely elevated them. Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's all I'm saying,
and,
bro.
I mean, yes, Juju, but I said with Juju, he's got to be with an elite quarterback. Yeah. And he was with Mahomes when we got to see the
quarterback play matters, bro.
It does. Yeah,
quarterback play matters.
I'm with you on that. But come on,
when
we're
was
2
Chase
weeks
his
into
best?
OTAs.
Talking about when was Chase Claypool his best as an NFL player?
It was here.
Who was the quarterback?
It was Seven.
That's all I'm saying, bro. He hasn't had another quarterback even close to that, man. He ain't had a quarterback even close to that. That man up there, like, yo, I got new life. He's like, not only do I got a quarterback that up here knows it, but he got this thing. He said, I ain't seen one of these in a minute. He was like, ooh, that thing? He over there. He I don't even know if he wearing like his new jersey. I think he got his black and gold cleats on while he running around up there right now, man.
He's not allowed to do that.
I think he got the all black jersey. You remember he brought the Jordans out? He was like, "Ooh, we got Jordan." I think he on that right now,
He did have
bro.
good kicks.
Come on, man. I think he's on that because he back up there with good quarterback. It's like a great point guard. Great point guard make everybody feel nice out in the basketball. Oh, I can make the layup. Heck yeah. Chase Claypool, like, bro, you hitting me every single time right here, like every single time. I don't got to go here.
So what's the expectations for Claypool up in Buffalo right now? After these reports, are they saying wide receiver 1?
He was never supposed to be wide receiver 1. No, baby.
But he just said most consistent player.
Most consistent and wide receiver 1 are different.
Come on.
Think about it. All right, so case in point is this. Deontay Johnson, George Pickens. DJ was the rowdy and route out, very active, volume, consistently get open guy, right? But if we said who was our guy that we was, hey, I'm going down the yard, I need a big play. That's my best receiver, my number 1. Who was everybody trying to talk about? GP. So Claypool could be consistent, but we know Keon's going to be the guy, man. Yeah, man. You know how that go, man. Keon going to be the guy. But at the same time, it's no rush. When you got this type of quarterback back there, man, hey.
I'm just curious now. Like, wait, so Claypool starting? Is this? What's the energy? What's the fan vibe?
This is the thing. I can't attest to the fan vibes because Bills Mafia, we like to take this thing slow. We're not in such a hurry to just he's the guy now. You know, that's the Steelers name, man. Steelers be over here like, hey man, Chase Claypool is the best receiver in the league now because of
we're going off of what Let's Go UW just said.
Steelers fan.
He said the reports out there. Most consistent receiver.
Most consistent, but y'all Steelers fans want to label it now. Is he wide receiver 1? Is he wide receiver 2? That's the Steelers thing. Bills Mafia, Buffalo's
I'm asking you that based off your energy because I'm dismissing the consistency part to begin with. I'm laughing at this report.
No, bro. I'm not buying it. This is all just for everybody that doubts Josh Allen. Any of these reports you see, that's all that is, bro. That's how I look at it.
Quarterback. He didn't bring up Josh Allen's name.
That's the beauty of it. If your quarterback can make a guy that has a reputation like Chase Claypool, right? And that's what they said? All right.
Had nothing to do with Josh Allen.
Okay. Who you think throwing the ball right now?
Here's my thought. Here's my question.
It ain't Trubisky throwing it to him. He with Josh. Come on, man.
It might be, actually.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Nah, he with Josh.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. He with Josh. Yeah. It's fine, bro. Mitch been straight too, though. But it's Josh, man. You know how it is when you got the guy. You know how it is when 7's here, man. When 7 was here, you know what it felt like. Don't act like you forgot what it feels like to have a guy. The $100 million guy. You know what that feels like. Hopefully we got it back now. Hopefully. But Buffalo, they know what that is. They live it right now, bro. Yeah. So, Deke, you could go up there and play wide receiver right now, and they gonna be like, yo, this Deke dude, bro, we've never heard of him. Never. But, bro, he's catching everything. Like, every pass sitting right in the chest, like, even when he don't create separation, it's still just you know, it's like a rocket. You seen it? Deke, you seen him throw it. You know what he could do. You seen that on, bro. Let's go UW. He definitely knows it. Come on now. Let's go UW knows what an elite quarterback looks like all because of Josh. Nah.
I just want to know who leaked this report because if people were saying it was like Kenny's hype man that was leaking the reports from OTAs that he was out playing
Kenny's hype man.
Who's leaking these Claypool reports?
Are you ready? Kitty's wasn't his hype man. It said source Steelers Nation. That's what the source was for Kitty's report, bro. Steelers.
No, they were like reutilizing it or something.
All right, I'll just say it, bro. The source that got the credit was Steelers Nation, bro.
Someone over at the Eagles OTA, someone.
From the source being Steelers
it was
Nation.
One of Kenny's guys.
It said Steelers Nation as the source. So they could have sent somebody from their company over there to watch them at OTAs, but the source was Steelers Nation. They credited them. And that's why I was like, yo, salute him.
But you could reblog and you could do so much of that.
Oh, now you would have downplayed. No.
It wasn't a Steelers person that said it. I know that.
Steelers Nation, bro.
The Steelers blogs and the Steelers websites reposted whatever was thrown out there because
NFL.com.
You know people are going to react to it. Steeler fans are going to react to a report like that.
And that's what we all did because we said, man, when did they become the credible source?
Well, here's my thing.
But they were the source.
They were not the source.
They were the source, bro.
No, they were reblogging something. I just want to know who leaked this from Claypool's camp. If it was Kenny's guy that leaked it.
No, don't you
Kenny
hate on it.
OTA
No,
reports.
don't you do that to him. Dude, why you doing my man like that, man? Don't hate on him like that, man. He with the guy now, bro. When you're with the guy, this is what happens, man. You're with the guy now. He's with the guy. He's like, yo, I remember last time he was with this guy, he was celebrating first downs when he wasn't supposed to. You remember that? Lost his mind. He ain't know what to do. He was like, bro, this is what it feels like to have a quarterback like that. So now he didn't have to, fell off a little bit, but now he's on this redemption
for
arc.
his own cloud.
Nah, don't do that. No, don't do him like that, man. Don't do him like that, man. He was like,
he wasn't celebrating because he had
celebrating seventh. He's like, yo, 7, you throw the ball so well. Let me just, he wanted, you know what I'm saying? He was like, this for you, 7. And when James Daniels went and interrupted the celebration, he's like, bro, give me the ball back. I'm doing this for 7. I get it now, bro. I ain't understand it then, but I get it now, bro. Because now he's back happy like that. And that's why he's having such a great time up there in Buffalo, man. Shout out to him, bro. I think it's all accurate, man, and completely unbiased. In fact, I think it was a Ravens fan that might have said it. Not that I think it was a Ravens reported it. He leaked it. Yeah, that was a Ravens guy.
Man, you really stretched out this comment from Let's Go UW.
What you really talk to me like that, bro?
To a Josh Allen campaign speech, essentially.
Look, man. Y'all I don't even know. It wasn't like he did anything special last year, right? Just talk about his interceptions. All right, don't look at anything else. You just focus on the interceptions. All right, just focus on that. As long as you focus on that, we good. All right. So he just one day at a time, man. We just trying to get it how we can, man. Just regular old quarterback, just trying to just prove that he can, just be a little bit better each day. That's it, man. He did win a playoff game last year though. I don't know if you know that. Past couple years, he be winning playoff games too. Like and we just got one day we waiting on that. Just can you get the big? That's it. He didn't check every.
He was also 0-1 against Russ last year too.
This is facts. So that's why we feel great over here, because we got the guy that, it's only 2 dudes that have shown any type of that's kryptonite-ish. Russ gave him one little corner of the end zone teardrop, beautiful throw. Shout out.
That was wild.
That was beautiful, bro.
I saw that.
It was
live.
beautiful, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was unbelievable.
It was vintage Russ. That was one of them Russ plays where you're just like, all right, you just tip your cap. And Mahomes, 13 seconds or this year division round playoffs. It's like, all right, tip your cap. But I also say if defense get a stop, I ain't hearing none of that Mahomes stuff. And if the kicker just calibrated a little bit here, I ain't hearing none of that.
Yeah, that wasn't
stuff,
on Josh Allen.
I ain't hearing none of that stuff.
No,
So,
for those 2 losses, those weren't on Josh Allen, in my opinion.
So, and all the other ones, they won.
There was a couple of. I think the loss against the Bengals, Allen didn't play good.
Fair, yeah, I'm with you on that. But I'm saying the other ones versus Mahomes, he didn't win them. But they are regular season. That's the problem. It'd be fun, though. It'd be fun. But yeah, man, this is Josh, man. So that's why I say, man, any Claypool positivity reports, any of those positive reports, just understand that that's a byproduct of that man in the middle, man. All right. So shout out to Claypool, man. Shout out to everything he's doing up there in Buffalo. I'm so eager to see, what he does this season, man, because it's nothing like being on a roster with one of them guys at quarterback, man. It ain't nothing like it. Nothing like it. Hey, y'all know how it is to cheer for him. Ain't nothing like cheering for him when you got one of them guys, man.
That's why I never wanted to get rid of the guy we had.
Let's go.
I never wanted to get rid of 7.
I'm with you, bro. I know what it felt like to not have it. I know what it felt like to have one. So I'm like, yo, when you get it, just hold on to it as long as you can, man. As long as you can.
Triple double Moats. I was wondering if you had any good Troy Polamalu stories you could share with us. Thanks. Love the show.
No, respect, man. No, I always say, man, my favorite Troy story is the first time I met Troy. Solely because, man, I remember the thoughts going through my head as I'm approaching him, for our first OTA walkthrough practice. And in my mind, I'm like, bro, this is Troy Polamalu.
Little nervous, little butterflies at all in the stomach?
So put it like this. I won't say butterflies, but it was very similar to the feeling I had when I first met James Harrison. First time I ever saw James Harrison in the locker room. This is the day he was actually announcing his retirement. And I remember being like super excited to like finally get a chance to like see him in person and say something to him. And I clammed up, man. He was, just fresh out the shot. He was all rocked up and he had that look on his face. And because I had never met him before, I was like, bro, I ain't finna walk up on that man like that. He don't like he trying to talk to nobody right now. And I kind of walked away and I was a little sad about it. Like, dang, bro. Now I ain't know a couple weeks later he was gonna come out of retirement, be my teammate. Then we get 4 years together. So everything worked out. But fast forward, we get to Troy and I'm thinking similar things. I'm like, all right, Troy Polamalu, man, it's the guy. It's one of the ones. And we walk on that field. I'm just like, bro, let me go introduce myself just to, so I can see professional, but in your mind, you got to be cool about it too, because you the new kid. You know how it is, new kid at school. Yeah, new kid, first day of school, and I'm coming from the other school where I done been over here. We played against your school, so we know each other. But yeah, I was a little nervous. And right when I'm about to go up and introduce myself, he's like, "Hey, man, Arthur Moats, I'm Troy Polamalu, da-da-da-da." I'm just like, bro, what do you mean you know me? You're saying my name. You're introducing yourself to me. Like, bro, you're Troy Polamalu, baby Jesus, man, Mr. Head and Shoulders. You play defense and have commercials where they show your face. Think about that, man. Back then, no person on defense had no commercials, man. But, yeah, man, I was just always, like, blown away about how humble he was just in that sense, man. But then after that, man, there's plenty of other stories. Another one of my favorites, TG's talked about it a couple of times as well. We in that daggone preseason game versus Philly, and Dick LeBeau is upset about the way we're playing out there, and they're hitting us with some hurry up tempo.
Who's that against?
That was it.
Was Vic on the team still?
No Vic. Vic was gone. It might have been Foles, because this is when Chip Kelly was doing the super hurry up, like rapid fire, 90 plays in a game, and this is before we really implemented like hand signals and just calling it in. Like on the fly, just do the audibles and stuff. In fact, because of that game, that's what transpired after that. But because of how bad we were playing to start the game out, Troy on the sideline loses it. He's like blacking out. Man, this the Steelers. Man, we the Steelers, bro. It's prize. Like, he's like going rip it up.
Preseason game.
Preseason game, bro. Preseason game. And never forget, TG, when we call TG next week, man, he can confirm the same story. TG sitting on his daggone bench. Troy then took the helmet, or it wasn't his helmet. He grabbed somebody's helmet because he's like almost in tears. Preseason game, I promise you, in tears. Hair down.
He saw the Steeler way.
And he's like, bro, we the Steelers. We like, bro, Troy never gets like this. And he takes the helmet. He grabs the helmet. He's about to sling this joint. And TG will confirm. TG was sitting right in front. Unfortunately, he almost got killed. Luckily, Troy didn't release it, but if he would have, it would have smashed TG right in the face, bro. TG tells us all the time, he's like, bro, I saw my light flash from my eyes. And we all behind Troy, like, but he was just so passionate about football. We're like, bro, this is a preseason, the second preseason game at that, bro. We in Philly, like, what you talking? Like, come on, bro. Before the game, we was over here trying to figure out what we was going to eat afterwards. But we hit Del Frisco's, we tried to go this, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. But no. Troy flipped. It was like, bro, for a preseason game. But from then on, it was like a certain, like, we understood what he was trying to communicate to us because we were a younger group then. 2014, you still had, obviously, Ike, you still had Troy, but Debo came back, I think it was like week 3 or week 4. Law Dog was still young. That was going to be his first time really being the guy on the inside. We had Shazier starting young. Cam, I think, was in his second year. Yeah, because he drafted 13. So, yeah, that was in his second year. So, yeah, it wasn't a lot. I think Big Steve McClendon might have been one of the older dudes on our team back then.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you catch what I'm saying, right? Cortez Allen had just got his check. And that was like his first opportunity to get paid. So, he was still young. Yeah. So, it was a young team, man. But
what happened to him?
Knees, man.
Because I can't remember. He got was kind of good, and
bad,
then
bro.
He just disappeared.
Yeah, literally, he gets paid the day before the opener against Cleveland, and from then on, man, like his knees just started deteriorating bad on him, bro. Cartilage and stuff like that, man.
Keenan Lewis wasn't bad either. He ended up signing with the Saints.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I think that's what it was.
They would talk about it. Yeah, he went there,
two.
And then because when I came here, they would talk about Keenan leaving. Yeah.
He started sucking with the Saints, though. It didn't work out for him there.
Yeah, but Cortez, man, like, they liked him a lot. Like I said, I never saw him healthy, you know what I mean, on, like, that level. So, yeah, my vision of him was very different. Yeah.
Yeah, it was very brief with him.
Yeah. But that was cool, though, bro. But, yeah, shout out to Troy, man. Though, like, I always think of those, like, off the top of my head, man. But it's a lot, man. Anybody that's had the opportunity to be around Troy, man, he's just an awesome dude, man. Genuine as heck, but passionate when it comes to football. Like I said, this is a Super Bowl champ, Defensive Player of the Year, arguably one of the greatest safeties to ever play this game, crying as he's reaming us out for the second preseason game in the final year of his playing career. Remember that. He retired after that year. Think about that, bro. I was like, I couldn't imagine at that stage. Yo, you didn't even have to play the game. You didn't play the game. You that hot. Just like, yo, I couldn't, like, in my mind, I'm like, I can't get that hot if I ain't even, it's preseason. Like, bro, we in tennis shoes, man. Like, hey, Deke, get back out there, get a rep, bro.
It's hard for me to believe we couldn't have had Polamalu for another year or two, given
We
what our safety
could've.
situation was like after he retired.
We could have, but we didn't know it was going to turn into what it turned into when he, like, afterwards. The whole thought process was Shamarco Thomas, who we drafted. I think we moved up to get him. That was supposed to be the guy that was going to come in and be the replacement. He would follow him around, do everything. Love Shamarco. He from the 7-5. You know what we were talking about. But unfortunately, man, it was just a difference, man. And that's the thing we always say. It's like, man, you can have every intangible because he was strong as heck, fast as heck, athletic as heck, could check off everything in the classroom. But it's just different for some people when you put them out there on that field, man. And all it takes is a couple times of you not making that play. And once that confidence get questionable, it's a wrap. And for him, unfortunately, man, you replacing the GOAT. You know, it's like replacing 7. Yeah, you don't just walk behind that. Nah. So for him, I think that was a little bit much for him, man. But yeah.
Do you think Polamalu would have been willing to give up some of his power in the defense and also, I guess, even take a pay cut
So
to
put it like this,
get those extra couple years?
I don't think it was necessarily him and his willingness to give up power, because the way that I viewed it as his teammate, I didn't think that he looked at it as, oh, I'm taking advantage or I'm taking this power. When we say Troy knows what he's talking about football-wise, he could literally, it's like, yo, we're in cover 3, but he knows that you're the curl flat defender over there. So instead of you showing over there, he's like, I'm going to take that, but I'm going to play on this side of the field. So that way this quarterback doesn't see anybody over there. And he's going to think it's cover 2 because it's a squat corner over here. And he's going to think he has that honey hole, but I'm Troy Polamalu and I'm fast enough to go from front side edge showing blitz to backside half of the field. And I'm going to get this interception. The thing was, Troy could do that. So when Troy would be out there, you literally would hear him talking. He's like, yo, Mo, you go take the hook. I'm going here. Or, hey, Debo, you go here. I'm going here. And he's like, yo, I see something. He's like, all right, you just trust him, because you just know, like, when you watch Troy throughout the week, all he's doing is this every single second. He's got this iPad just watching film. So you would know that he's as smart as your coaches. He's going to know and see certain things. But at the same time, because of who he was, I just think physically that body started to decline. And that was the thing that I noticed. Wasn't really practicing because it was like, yo, he had to get his body back ready for Sunday. But it would take a while. You see him in the pool, stretching, doing all this type of stuff. And I just think that at that stage, when you're trying to do some of the gambling that he was doing on the field, that's where it gets in trouble. So I can see, like, the perception being like, oh, man, he don't want to give up this power. I don't think it was a power thing. I think just for him, he sees what he sees, and his playing style is, bro, I don't want to just sit back here and let you know that that's what it is. I want to show this so I can trick you into that. But when you lose that step, or when you can't keep making those same plays, or the pieces around you, because remember the DBs who were transitioning through, you can't tell.
Yeah, that defense wasn't the same in general.
Right,
Yeah,
so you can't tell this young guy,
rushing either.
It's times where he's telling young dude, hey, bro, you go here, I'm going to get that. And the young boy doesn't even know what he's supposed to be doing before you even get to, hey, bro, take my job, I'm going to take your job. So when that's going on, that's when the rule midway through became, bro, you got to ignore Troy. Y'all can't listen to Troy because everybody around here isn't on the same. I promise you, that's what it was. Because Troy in the game, bro, it didn't matter week 10. Troy's like, hey, bro, hook, go. It's coming here. But he's like, bro, if your job is to go here, he's like, no, you have to go there because we don't know if this person knows what they're doing. So when Troy does this and now you blow that coverage, you can't say it was like Troy told me, no. And that's what it was becoming ultimately, man. So, yeah. But, like, major love to him, bro. He was smart as heck, and he still has that knowledge. I just think when you're transitioning, though, from elite caliber defenses, where he was coming out of, to that phase that we was transitioning through in 14, that's a way... Think about 14, 15, bro. That's way different than where we are now. Heck, way different than pre-Shazier getting injured in 17. Night and day. And I just think for him, man, it was just...
Well, I guess that's what I mean. Would he have been willing to
think he would
stay at a spot, like stay at a traditional
I don't think he would have
stayed
stayed at a... I think that's the thing. I don't think that's who he was as a player.
Because that would have been better than whoever we had for 15 and 16.
It definitely would have. But I just think that you're basically telling a player that is used to playing and coloring outside the lines to, hey, use this stencil
that's the tough
and be
dynamic,
real, just right here the whole time. I don't know.
Would have been awkward.
Yeah, I don't know. Because he made a ton of plays, even that final year, a ton of plays.
And he's probably thinking, too, I'd be fine in 15. I'd be fine this next year if I was healthy.
Yeah.
Like I was the only reason maybe my play's lacking a little is obviously I'm hurt. You guys see I'm missing practice. I'm working my ass off to get out there on Sundays.
Yeah.
Just imagine if I could be fully healthy. I'll be back to a portion of what I was.
All right.
Don't worry about that.
Or even when you're talking about just the corners that was around, too, man. Think about it, 15. Who was our corners, man? At one point, shout out to my dog. We had Bryce McCain and I want to say Antoine Blake.
God.
He was starting at one point out there for us.
Cockrell was probably
Ross. We traded for Ross Cockrell, if I remember, and that was a big deal. It was like, oh, we got us a tall corner now. Great. Yeah, like that was the personnel groupers that we was having in the back end, bro.
Terrible.
Chill, don't do them like that.
It was terrible.
Don't do them like that. But yeah, that's what we was dealing with. So it was a lot during that phase. Remember, they paid Cortez Allen thinking he was going to be the answer. He goes down in 14 and never gets back to being the same. So the guy that you think is going to replace Ike Taylor isn't there. Ike gets hurt. So now you going down these lists of, bro, all right, yeah, you get a chance. All right, now you're going to get a start. All right.
I actually had fond memories of Cockrell being out there. It wasn't pretty, but he scrapped.
Man,
I appreciated
Blake
his
too, bro. Hey, Blake, bro, pull up the Cincinnati Bengals game. If you want to know, pull up the Cincinnati Bengals game, man. Watch my man force turnovers out there, bro.
Yeah, I remember him getting more burnt though than Cockrell.
Yeah, well, Cockrell's a better player. Cockrell was also drafted higher, also. Think about it, Cockrell's a 4th-round draft pick.
Was he?
Yeah, he just got cut in Buffalo, and then we traded him out of Buffalo and we brought him here. Blake was undrafted free agent out of UTEP, man. Went from being a gunner on special teams to turn into a slot to ultimately getting starts outside with Ducey. Willie Gay. That's who I was like, who's the other guy? Willie Gay was the other starter, bro. Great slot, but that was our outside guy. And instead of Blake playing slot or gunner, he's playing outside guy. That's, bro.
We were down bad.
Think what we got corners at 6'1", 6'2". Them boys is 5'9", 5'10". Yeah. 5'10",
and that wasn't even Willie Gay in his prime. Although, didn't he have that
but
one
he had
season
the
like
picks.
5 picks?
Yeah, he had the pick
5 or
sixes.
6?
Yeah, and we're gonna celebrate now.
Yeah, but still, that was him. What was he at that point? Early 30s.
Yeah, he
whereas
was,
like in his prime, that's when we won Super Bowl 43.
Right.
He was a really good slot like during that time, like you said.
Yeah, so that was the thing. I'm just like, we were going through a lot of that, man, in terms of just trying to get the back end to match the front end to match the back end. But when you have players that lasted as long as they did prior to Troy, Debo, Woodley, Foot, right? All these different dudes, man. Then on the back end, all these different guys, it's like, yo, you can't replace them all at the same time. But we try and make that thing work, man.
Yeah, very interesting time.
Man, definitely try to make that thing work.
Pete the Penguin's ghost says, Deke, thanks for telling my story. Now help me out of this basement.
Yo, there's some people out here, bro. I love it. But man, I saw that earlier today. Pete the Penguin's ghost. I do want to do I wish we could get some more info. Where is he currently located at, bro? I know y'all say he in the basement, but can we get a picture?
Someone might have just thrown him away.
I really want to see though. Can we get something?
They were just making that up. No one knows where he's at. No,
so I'm like,
he was stolen, and
that's what I'm saying. Out there, we're putting it out there in the universe. All right. If you are listening and you know where Pete the Penguin remains are, the best way to contact us is on YouTube, all right? Or at moatswinners@gmail.com. But if you can help us, please help us bring home Pete the Penguin. That's how they do it on the TV shows, bro. I tried to get serious for a second. Dang, X-Concept said that man Pete the Penguin coming to you live from John Easton's basement. Dang, sabotage John Easton now. And they said he had to report on that Kenny dude too. It wasn't Steelers Nation. You said Steelers Nation was reporting the source. They were blogging it. It was from John Easton there. That's what they saying, bro. So John Easton dropped the report. Steelers Nation picked it up.
He's a Philly blogger.
That's what it is. Yep.
Ted Hendricks, 823, tuning in from Brooklyn, New York. 718.
Yeah, Brooklyn. Major love, man. Shout out to Brooklyn. You know what time we on.
We also got Jacob Ramirez, the other Jacob. Says Boston in 5, unless KP re-injures the calf.
Ooh.
Then it's 6.
Ooh. Hey, look, low key. Why when he said KP, I was like, Kenny Pickett injures his calf. And I was like, oh no, he's talking about Porzingis. Man. Man, so at 5?
Injury issues either way for both KPs.
Yeah.
If your initials are KP, you've been dealing with injuries.
Yeah. I like that. Shoot. So he's calling a gentleman sweep, or Boston still get it done in 6. Interesting.
Let's get you dub. Moats out here trying to gaslight us into believing in Claypool.
Look, man. I ain't gaslighting into believing in Claypool. Nah. I'm just showing the spotlight that I believe in Josh Allen, baby. When you got a quarterback.
No one wanted to talk about him.
Listen, when you got a quarterback, man, that's all you need, man. All right? When you got a quarterback. You heard of Ben Roethlisberger, right? You're familiar with the guy Ben Roethlisberger, right? You know what he's like. All right. Have you seen some of the receivers that have, played during his tenure? Some of just the different names that came through here?
A lot
of them, right? And would you say the majority of them had their best seasons, their most success with him as their quarterback?
Pretty much all of them.
Yeah. I mean, in fact, I remember it being a running joke that once you leave it as a receiver, you're going downhill. It's like, bro, once you leave here, it's a wrap. That was the thing. So, I just feel like that it holds true. I think that mindset, that philosophy just is real accurate. And I think that these reports on Chase Claypool are just validating that. So if you believe in 7 and you love 7, you should, just tip your cap to yourself, because it's like, it's confirming what you already know. Elite quarterback can, raise up anything. I mean, he was an MVP finalist. They said not every quarterback has received MVP votes before. I don't know if you know that. Josh has received multiple votes. Russell Wilson, there was some controversy about if he ever received a single most valuable player of the National Football League award, if he even received a single vote. Josh received votes multiple times now. I mean, in fact, you make case he was snubbed last year, right? But that's another argument. We ain't gonna go. That's another one, right? But they just said not every quarterback has received that. So for you to even get in that conversation, you think about some of the quarterbacks that have played in this league.
I can't believe
you think about some of the players.
Right, I cannot believe this.
You think about some of the players that have played in this league, bro. It's a lot of people that have never come close to getting an MVP vote. Deke, I've never got an MVP vote. Have you got an MVP vote? You ever get an MVP vote? I never got one, bro. All right.
I can't believe it.
It's a lot of people. It's a lot of players, a lot of people that have just, have put that shield on, have had the jersey with the logo, some 2 logos, maybe some with 1 logo, right? But, just not everybody gets the vote. It is just...
Well, we already know the MVP awards are overrated. What do you do in the playoffs? What do you do in the postseason? What do you do in the Super Bowl?
I'm with you, bro. I'm with you, man.
So what does a vote even mean? Who cares? What does winning it even mean?
There it is.
Matt Ryan won an MVP. Who cares?
I ain't tripping on winning. I was just saying that.
I
was acknowledging the vote. That's
3 or 4.
Just acknowledging the vote, man.
Super Bowl.
I just wanted to just acknowledge the vote, because they say not everybody gets the vote. Not everybody gets a vote, and when you get a vote, it's like a big deal. I mean, you know how it's NFL MVP. I mean, the most valuable
the MVP
player.
Votes, none of this was not on my mind at all.
The most valuable player in all of the NFL. This is the best of the best of the best of the best. The 1%ers, bro. And they just said they got some votes,
or it's
man.
A storyline award for that specific season.
That's what I'm saying. I was just acknowledging that part, and that's why Claypool.
Because obviously Mahomes should have won last year.
But that's why Claypool is so much. The buzz is back, because it's like, bro, I got a quarterback. Where he has received MVP vote. Dare I say, is this the first time that he's ever had a quarterback?
Oh my god.
Because I don't think Tua got any. Did Tua got any votes? Maybe Justin Fields got a vote. Maybe Justin Fields got one. I don't know, bro. I don't know. All right.
I know he did play with the quarterback with 2 Super Bowl championships.
And I'm with you. He did.
First ballot Hall of Famer. I know that.
Hey, big facts, bro.
I know
big
that.
Facts.
And I think that holds more weight than
I'm with you. I promise I'm with you, man. I'm with you.
An MVP vote.
That's why it's 7. All right, 7 is still. Yeah, we ain't say Josh this. No, it's 7. That's not. No debate, no confusion. We ain't never gonna mix that one up. You know that. I done bled with 7. I ain't never go to war with Josh. I'm just a fan of Josh. I done bled with this one. I know what this one gonna do. I done seen this one come out that
We can
locker
tell
room
you're
in
a fan.
Cincinnati. I done seen this one come out. Yeah, I know what that bad man gonna do. I done seen him throw it for a whole week left-handed, get off a flight in Denver where it's the air all jacked up and it's the no-fly zone and says, shoot, everybody gonna land in this beak. Yeah, I done seen that one. So
We don't want
yeah.
to hear this after the side show.
I'm just saying though, bro. I'm just acknowledging. I'm just acknowledging these quarterbacks, man. And that's why Chase Claypool is excited. And that's why he's playing better. And that's what the reports are what they are, man. That's all. There's a lot of similarities. With elite
DLW
quarterback
puts
play.
your MVP vote into context here. Says Fields actually got one MVP vote.
There you go.
His rushing year, when the Bears went like 2-14, I think.
Hey, it's not
Come
a
on.
team award. It's an individual award. It's a difference.
Come on.
Yeah, it's a difference, bro. It's a difference, man. Because I guess that year he could say that he did something that nobody else in the regular season did. He was the absolute best at running the football from the quarterback position. Not eyeball test. Statistically,
How valuable
the
is that?
best.
He got 2 wins.
Fair. But statistically, though, he was the absolute best.
Of all time. You know what? Yeah. That was the
Right.
most rushing yards for a quarterback in a single season.
Right. So,
But yeah,
so
what does it mean? How valuable
fair
is
enough. Fair enough. But can any other player say that? Josh has been able to say, oh, I have, the most touchdowns at one point, right? Or even right now, even him versus Mahomes, he has the more like touchdowns, yards. Now, I'm with you. Super Bowls matter more. But for context, it's like, yeah, there are certain things that certain players bring where they can say they are the best at it. And I just think for Claypool, being able to be with a quarterback that can also say, man, I was the best at this. There's never been another guy to do this just yet. I think that's a dope thing for him. I think he's excited about that, man. That's all.
it? Okay.
See, it's all good, man. It's all good. Why are you making it like this today,
We
bro?
got a
Don't
new
do us like this
Claypool
today.
fan in
Don't
the
you do me
house.
like this today, man. Don't you do me like this,
We
man.
got a big Claypool believer in the house now. How the tides have turned.
I'm a big Josh Allen believer. A Josh Allen believer. Okay? We'll see in terms of Claypool. I don't know, because I think of like LeBron, for example, right? LeBron went to a championship, and after Kyrie got hurt, Dellavedova was his next running mate. That is not the same as when he went with Kyrie Irving. Not when he won it, when he lost it as well, right? And it was like, okay, Kyrie was his teammate, his running mate, versus Dellavedova being his running mate. Now, they both were running mates. They both was there, but them two is not the same. You feel me? So I just kind of look at it like that, bro. Yeah. This is a Josh thing, and, if this can be that great, but if it's just that, then, hey, we still got that man, so it's still great.
Sean McCartney, who do you see at the starting slot receiver spot? Scotty Miller or Roman
I was
Wilson?
say Khalil Shakir. Oh, you mean? I'm sorry. I was
man.
mixing my team.
Moats is on one today.
I'm sorry. I thought you meant Curtis Samuel. My bad.
Were you boozing it up on the golf course?
Bro, that could have been it. You know what happens, bro. You get the cart people come by. You just want another one. Yeah, my bad. That's what I thought he was talking about, though. But anywho, starting in the slot.
Roman Wilson.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be interesting, though. I think Roman definitely ends up being the guy by the end of the year for certain. And I think he has a dope opportunity just off of what I saw at the OTA stuff that, he definitely can beat him out. But at the same time, let's not just minimize Scotty Miller. Scotty Miller has had success in this league. Scotty Miller has played in this league. And he was in the postseason, if I remember correctly. Made plays in that postseason, right? Now, he had Brady as his quarterback. But if I remember correctly, he made some plays.
I know he had plays in
he
the
made some
regular
plays.
season at least. Then they brought AB to be their third receiver. So I don't know how
And
much.
AB really took off, right?
Yeah,
AB
I don't
was
know how
the
much
guy.
work Miller was
Yeah.
getting like second half of the season and into the playoffs.
Yeah.
But I think you're
But
right.
Miller
He
made
made
plays,
a
though.
catch or two
Yeah.
in the postseason that ended up coming up clutch.
Yeah. And I remember he was like the fast dude too, man. I'm pulling.
I want to say he probably had like a third down conversion or
So 2020, because that was the year they won it. He had
he had like 500 yards. right?
500 yards, three touchdowns. Excuse me on that. Yeah, 500 yards, 3 touchdowns, off of 33 catches off of 53 targets, averaged 15.2 yards per catch. That's down the grass, or at least that's a lot of run after. And then the year prior to that, in 2019, only had 200 yards, but he also was a 15.4 yards per average reception type of dude. Similarly, in that final year in Atlanta, now the numbers were definitely low last year, but he still was averaging 14.6 per reception. So we know He's either catching that thing and getting off, or he's at least taking you down the grass. But that's what I remember them in Tampa. So that's the part where I'm looking at Roman, and I'm just saying, this is a guy that we've seen now at 2 different stops, but on multiple seasons, show at least something at this level. So that's the part where it's like, all right, for Roman, this isn't competition that you can't beat or that you should be afraid of, but I do think it is competition that Roman, not just athletically, but mentally, he's going to have to be locked in as well. And we know with Arthur Smith's system, the reports that have come out about how those receivers at times, the quarterback and receiver have to be on the same page, and the versatility of some of that stuff. So that's the part where I'm trying to say, yeah, what Roman going to do with it, man. But Scotty is already familiar with the scheme.
So our memories are serving us pretty decent, going back to that 2020
season.
Bucks playoff run. He had 2 catches against Green Bay in the NFC Championship, 36 yards and a touchdown.
That's what it was.
He had 1 catch for 29 yards against New Orleans in the divisional the week before, and had a catch for 15 yards in the wild card game against Washington.
Yeah.
Nothing in the Super Bowl. He had a rush for -3 yards.
Yeah. AB was cooking in the Super Bowl. AB got the tutties and stuff.
Yeah, him. Yeah, Gronk. I think Gronk,
Gronk
had 2.
right? Yeah.
AB had 2, or AB
Because
had
AB
1
had the
catch.
first one, didn't he?
Gronk had 2.
Yeah, AB had the first one for the touchdown, and then Gronk the other ones. Yeah. So that's the thing where I'm just like, for Scotty Miller, I think that he has to like his opportunity to compete with a rookie, even though it's a high pedigree rookie, it's still a rookie. And then for Roman Wilson, I think that you know exactly what your type of competition is, because to me, Calvin Austin, Quez Watkins, they're still more specialty at this stage. But I do feel like with Scotty and I don't want to put Van in here because I still feel like Van is almost like a different variation.
He said he could get 1,000 yards for us.
I mean, everybody talking spicy right now. I like it, bro. I ain't tripping. I am not tripping. I just like everybody's talking spicy out the camp right now, bro. Everybody nice. That's how they talking.
CJ Stroud's talking a lot recently. You see that?
I did not. No. I missed this one. What'd he say?
Not as much about himself. He's just got some hot takes out there saying that
I seen
Stafford
him
should have his way more Super Bowls if he was Green Bay's quarterback instead of Aaron Rodgers. He was like he'd have like 3 or 4 Super Bowls.
Whoa.
Yeah. He's got some hot takes. It's whenever I think it's whenever you get him and
Parsons
Parsons together, they
just
start spewing some stuff.
Because anytime I'm seeing him pop up, it's because of him talking with Parsons, and he'll say spicy stuff then. But yeah, all right, Pete Gang then. I Pete Gang.
I think Roman Wilson has the better talent and just the overall better game when it comes to fruition. Mm-hmm. Whereas Scotty Miller, he's got the familiarity with the system and just the familiarity with being in the league. So I think the Scotty Miller signing, there was nothing wrong with it at the time. But Roman Wilson should beat him out. I would be disappointed if he doesn't.
So I just think of it kind of like this. I think we're going to get the same result in the end, it being Roman Wilson. I just wonder how you feel about the timeline. Because to me, I can see this timeline being similar to JPJ. That first month you're sprinkled in, you're getting opportunities, but we're also learning you. We're also seeing how you adapt to this level when the bullets really start flying. And can you think and still take what we're communicating pre-snap, post-snap to the field and execute it?
No, that wouldn't be the end of the world.
Yeah. Because that's the
Who do you think's getting the time, though? Is it Scotty Miller or is it one of these other receivers? I think it's the
combination. I don't think they have a solid, I think the depth chart says one, but I do think we'll see more packagey stuff early on to kind of figure out who's going to emerge, because outside of
Roman
GP,
Wilson might even be part of that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Outside of GP, I don't think any of these guys are just surefire, write them in pen, they're going to get the targets. It's like, no, I think them first couple of games, we're going to be trying to figure out even still, regardless of preseason, because how many reps, how many quarters is Russ playing? How many quarters is Fields playing? How many times they're going to get the same group, this offensive line with the same receivers? So I feel like you're still going to be learning this team in those first 4 games, but whichever of those other receivers emerge and shows a little bit more consistency, whether that is Roman, whether that is Van, whether that is somebody we might trade for, or is it Scotty Miller, or is it Quez Watkins, right? Any of those guys that might, Denzel Mims, right? You brought him up before, right? Any of these type of guys, if they show a little bit more consistency, I think they can carve out a role very similar to when we would see Miles Boykin at time be on the field. Remember when we would see Miles, we were like, yo, how's Miles keep getting out there? But he could do certain things that the team like. We would look at
blocking.
And the team, but we needed it, right?
Yeah,
and they liked
Deontay
it.
and Pickens weren't.
Right. So then we saw that. Then we saw last year with Allen Robinson, right? It was like, yo, Allen Robinson's on the line slot. But yo, it was what? It was the blocking. He could do that thing, and that's kind of what they like. So I just think early on, we're going to be trying to see, all right, who is going to emerge of those other guys? Because GP is going to be out there. He's going to get his. He's going to be the main dude. But unless we trade for something or make a move, I think they let them figure that thing out in the first couple of games.
Now, Spice Creations brings up a good point here that
Shout
we
out to
did
Spice.
put Pickens out there like that early in his rookie season.
Yeah.
So I think if Roman Wilson keeps playing this offseason like he did in the OTAs, or how a lot of you guys have been seeing him down there, and is like guns blazing in training camp, balling out in preseason, then maybe he does just have that role right off the bat week 1. Because I feel like Pickens was the same way his rookie offseason.
I would just preface this. To me, the big difference between Pickens and Roman Wilson is Pickens is you physically watch him, he is bigger than most people. He can jump higher than a lot of these dudes. He's faster than a lot of these dudes. And prior to him being hurt going into his final year at Georgia, he would have been a first-round draft pick. Let's not forget that. When I look at Roman, we talked about Roman. This is kind of like Roman getting drafted, I don't want to say higher, but he was second, third round combo. GP could have went
I
first
thought he was
round.
going to go second. He slipped to us. We got him in
You see what I'm
third.
saying?
It
Whereas-
was our first third-round pick, middle of the third. Yeah.
GP, though. Healthy GP, you see what he's capable of. We don't talk about GP and we say that we think he can be a great wide receiver too. We don't say we think GP could be a great slot receiver. We say, yo, GP might mess around and be one of these $35 million receivers. That's how we look at George Pickens. That's the type of potential. That's the type of, attributes that he walked onto the field with. And as soon as you saw it in OTAs and in training camp, that's what that was. And that's why it wasn't a debate about can he start, is he going to play. You saw the catches that he was making. It was like, bro, this is a rookie doing that. Nah, that's different. I just think with Roman, it's appreciation of the detail of his work. It's appreciation of seeing the flash and how he's lightning quick, and we like that. But there is going to be a different element that we don't know how that's going to look just yet. And that's going to be in Latrobe when they put those pads on. When he has to actually get off of that press. When it is a more physical dude than he would have seen at Wisconsin or Ohio State, Penn State, right? That's the convo. GP was showing that training camp. It ain't, think about, everybody was seeing how this is GP, right?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm
It
saying.
ain't take long
If
at
he
all,
keeps
yeah.
up how he's being talked about right now
Yeah.
at OTAs, because he's been talked about very highly.
Yes.
But I get it. It's
But
a
I'm
whole
just-
different dynamic.
But no, I'm just saying, even in how we talk about Roman Wilson, forgive me if I came off and making it sound like Roman Wilson was on the GP. It's like, bro, GP looked freaky. Roman looks dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, they both are balling, but it was like, it just was different with GP. That's what I'm saying. That's why I feel like it wasn't as much, yo, can he do it? Can he not do it? I just think for Roman, he's going to have a legit fight in that position with those dudes we're naming. Whereas for GP during that time, who was his fight?
I don't even remember. Well, we actually had decent receivers at the time on the outside. It was Claypool and Deontay.
Yeah.
But that's how. Yeah, you're right. That
Yeah.
was just Pickens though, being Pickens and doing his thing.
And this is Claypool young, right? Claypool still was high. But,
Yeah,
yo,
going
this
into year
dude
3, we were
is
expecting things from
just
Claypool. Yeah.
different. Like what he
I
was
think that's
showing.
when he said his whole top 3 comment. Yeah.
Absolutely. But it was just different watching GP. That's all. So that's my only thing with that, man. But I would love for Roman to build up and do that. But I just think it's going to be a little bit different journey for him in comparison to GP,
And
man.
and which is fine because we don't. We would love to have another GP on the team, but
Oh, yeah.
no, we're actually looking for and something we really haven't had, and I don't even know how long, but like that Edelman type, that Wes Welker type, like that's what we're looking for out of Roman Wilson.
Thrived. I think Roman would thrive in that, but that is very different than, just come out here day one and have that type of detail in your game. It's a lot of detail in Julian Edelman and Wes Welker's route running in terms of how they could sit, settle, zone versus man, that relationship with that quarterback. It's a lot that went into that,
Good
man.
point.
It's a lot. So that's the part when you're talking about a rookie coming into this situation. New quarterback here, new coordinator here. It's just a lot of moving pieces. That's all.
Fair, 100%.
And it's always a lot easier for a GP to get off because you could just throw it up and he can just go get it. Whereas the detail within that.
Yeah, I get 100% what you're saying. 100%.
It's a lot more of the little intricacies in there, the nuance and stuff.
Yeah. Let's go, UW. It's a bit interesting that the Steelers haven't started any contract talks with anyone yet with how many contracts are up at the end of the season. I think it's just a make or break year. I think they do want to wait and see.
Yeah.
For a lot of these players.
We said the only one that you probably going to hope to get a deal done or maybe do something with right now is probably Cam. Because we said move, you probably want to wait unless you try to get him on a super duper cheapy deal. But I don't see why he would want to sign anything like that.
Yeah, I think if you got Muth for a multi-year, less than $10 million per year, then you do it. But other than that, I don't think you got to be in a rush.
Yeah. And I know it's going to be some people that when you said multi-year for less than or around 10 or in that range, it's people that's listening right now. They're like, yo,
that'd be
why?
Cheap. No, that'd be cheap for you look at the other tight ends around his caliber and what they're getting paid.
In terms of more, right?
What?
But this still under the impression that he's going to be more consistent. That's what I'm saying. It's people that still question that due to the availability, due to.
But I think even what he's done is at least worth that. Yeah. 700 yards in year 2, like that was he had a top 5 tight end season, and last year he was banged up. I don't know what his yards per game were. I mean, it was a little bit of a down year, but I'm with you. Is anyone projecting Muth getting worse as time goes on? I think he's going to age out pretty well. He should at least. And those are the type of calls you got to make as a franchise.
The franchise has to make that, but not everybody is as optimistic about him. That's all.
I understand that too, but I think that would be the move I would make if you could get him at a reasonable deal like that. I think it'd be smart.
Yeah. Like I said, he's talented. He's produced.
Because you guys up in Buffalo, Dawson Knox is your number 2 tight end is getting what, like $14 million a year or something like.
Yeah.
So, like, if you got Muth for 9, he's even if he doesn't reach his full potential of multi-year pro, he's still going to be a solid player that would be worth that money, I feel like, no matter what.
For sure.
Now, at some point, do you try to replace him like the Bills did with Kincaid and Knox? Sure, but it's still not going to kill you having that caliber of tight end on the roster getting $9 million. If Muth is getting you 500 or 600 yards a year, like that's quality still.
Yeah.
That's still that's like top 10 quality.
I'm with you. It's just not a lot of people, but people want him to be more available and more consistent. And when you start putting money in there, there's a lot of people that had issues with Eric Ebron. He produced too, but he was very inconsistent. And you know how people talked about him. You know how people felt about him. I just think that if you pay Muth before it's as consistent, I think he falls into more of the Ebron category a little bit. And I don't think that that's a good situation for him. Because I think he's better than that. But based off of what he's been...
he's not even all the way there right now, though. No, I mean, the drops aren't there, and he's a better blocker.
But he hasn't given you a statistical to this point that Ebron did. Ebron gave you 13 tighties in the season before.
That wasn't here.
I'm just saying in general, though, Ebron has given you more. That was why Ebron got the contract even come over here.
Yeah, if you're talking about Ebron's career in general, sure.
So that's what we're saying. But to compensate him, though, that's the thought process. We know that you couldn't block the best. Yeah, you start to have some drop issues. But as a whole, Ebron has shown more consistency throughout before he got it. And that's all I'm saying with Muth. That's how some people look at that, man. They look at him and they want to see him have at least one of them breakout years. And a lot of people are anticipating to be in this year because of Arthur Smith having Russ, way better situation around him, hopefully him being healthy. And if that is the case, then he should cook. But I just think that that's why some people are hesitant about wanting Muth to get paid.
I mean, if you're the Steelers, though, and you think all that, I think that's why you would want to get the deal done with Muth before he breaks out, and you have to pay $16-17 million a year for him.
Or you pay it prematurely and he doesn't break out.
But that's the argument. That's the whole point of it. You got to make that call one way or another. You got to make that projection. It's like with the Warriors and Steph. Steph was dealing with all those injuries early on.
Right now. That's the thing, though.
No, they don't have to. That's what I mean. Like, I don't think you have to be eager, but if Muth is willing to take something for less than 10 per year, I think that would make sense for the Steelers.
Oh, it makes a ton of sense for the Steelers. Yeah,
that's what I mean, because I think no matter what, you're going to get a certain floor with Muth, and I think that'll at least still be worth that $8 or $9 million per year. But you have a chance to be winning the lottery essentially if he does ball out and become a perennial Pro Bowler at the tight end position and getting him for like that cheap. And that's what happened with the Warriors and how they gave Steph Curry his contract early on.
That's what we do with AB over here.
Because Curry was up and down at times for his first like 3-4 seasons, was injured, and they gave him that deal. It was like only 11 or 12 per year, but Steph took the security. Yeah, and then he ends up being 2-time MVP, and the Warriors dynasty all happens, and that's how they could afford Durant and all these other players at that time.
And he wasn't asking for more either. He was cool with it.
He played out the contract.
Yeah, he played out, which is rare.
He did.
Most of the time, they'd be like, hey, bro, it's time to re-up. He was cool with it. So it's like, it works. If they all cool, everybody on the same page, great then. Yeah.
So, all right, we were just talking about guys who might be up for contract extensions. I mean, Moats the one that comes to mind. We talked about Cam.
But Naj, you're not doing it ahead of time. I feel like Naj and Moose in the same boat. I'm like, wait, I need to see.
Oh, we already declined Najee's 5th-year option.
Yeah, let me see both of y'all this year, man.
His 5th-year option wasn't even like that egregious.
It wasn't.
1 year for 6 something like.
It's cold.
Who else? Daniel.
Yeah, because everybody else could get done afterwards, but nobody can get done right now. Yeah.
Extension. Say Malu, that's not happening.
No. Defensively, Roberts just signed. No.
Yeah, this might be his last year. I think this is his last year.
He did a 2-year?
Yeah, Cole had 3.
You're
Roberts
right.
had
You're
2.
right. You're right.
He's getting up there.
I just brought in Peyton Wilson.
Yeah, exactly. He's getting up there in age. I love him, but just from a straight business standpoint, like you don't got to do that. You don't need to have any urgency to resign
I can
him.
do that this offseason.
Yeah.
Let me make sure you age out right. Make sure you keep the young well ball for you. Yeah. And we could definitely do business this offseason. But I think that
Casey, this is the last year.
You paying him early?
No, we just brought in Deshaun Elliott.
Yeah. And we was looking for Jeremy Chin. We was looking for another dude too.
Ogunjobi, I don't want to put any extra years on his contract.
You can't touch Keanu just yet. What about Loudermilk? No.
Fields would be a good one, but I don't think Fields is trying to do that. Like if we got Fields for $6 or $7 million a year for a couple years,
he locking himself in. Nay.
Yeah, I think it'd be great for the Steelers.
Right. But for him, like you box yourself in, bro. Why you want to do that?
Yeah, like no matter what, that's quality backup money, and it's almost like the Muth conversation. If we never see Fields this year, and Russ balls out, no matter what, you've still got Fields as your backup for $6 or $7 million, and that's what he's worth as a backup at least. Yeah. Like that's a high quality backup contract. But if he did end up playing or doing good, it's like you got Fields for an extra 2 years for $6 or $7 million. Now, obviously, he'd probably hold out or do something to try to get that number up.
You don't think he'll be like Steph Curry and be just chill about it, stay with that number?
No.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I think they'd try to figure something out. But yeah, I don't think the Steelers, we don't got to do anything in terms of extensions, really.
Ain't nobody really ready to get paid just yet, man.
Because even the names that we're talking about that I think would make the most sense, we don't got to stress it one way or another. Teddy Hendricks, 823. This is the season. It's going to be my first time coming to Pittsburgh. Which game should it be?
Man, prime time. You can never go wrong with anything in prime time.
Yeah, that Cowboys Sunday night would be good. Or the Jets prime time game
or
too.
Christmas. Christmas going to be fire too. You can't. Yeah, any of those. That Cowboys game is going to be stupid though. That's going to be one of the ones. That's going to be one of the ones. So yeah, I recommend that one.
Frizz, Moats, I saw the clip of Tuitt destroying Case Keenum, and I think you were right there.
I was.
Was that the biggest hit that you saw while on the field?
Yeah, it's definitely in my top 2 in terms of being on the field. Yeah, it's definitely in the top. No, top 2, top 3. Yeah, and yeah, I know exactly the clip you're talking about too, man. That Cleveland game, 2015, last game of the year. Waiting for the Bills to beat the Jets so we can get that playoff berth. And yeah, Tuitt came through and absolutely destroyed. That was McCown. Yeah, McCown was the quarterback. Yeah. But you seen the head go up. It was a dead body I witnessed right in my face, man. Yeah. I was shouting out my dog. Hey, man, kill him. God. Ah! So absolutely. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That was one of the ones, man. Love Tuitt for that hit too, man. That was a fun game also. But the other 2 that I always think of, I don't know if you remember this one, Deke. This was also 2015, if I remember correctly. The second time we played Cincinnati, it was at their spot. Dark game. They're throwing a screen or swing pass to Giovanni Bernard, their sideline out the backfield. Ryan Shazier, full speed, hits him square in the face. I think knocks him out. Ball fires up. We create the turnover. And Shea got in trouble for celebrating on the body because that was like our thing. Everybody wanted to celebrate on bodies. But that was one of the ones. And then we ended up they changed the rule after that to where you couldn't hit the running backs out the backfield. They called them defensive receivers because of that play. That was in that convo for one of them hardest hits I've ever like witnessed. And then Juju hitting Burfict. That was the other one, man. Yeah, that was absolutely insane. The crackback, outside in, flexed over the dead body. That was back when Juju was just riding bikes, being super nice, you know, before TikTok took over.
Juju even put much into that. He just stood there.
Same
foot,
like
same rock.
Shoulder.
Yeah.
Same foot, same shoulder. It's undefeated. And when a person can't see you, bro, it is deadly. And yeah, that was that. Same foot, same shoulder, outside in. LB doesn't see it. And then the flex over the dead body. Yeah, bro. Them one of them ones right there, man. So yeah. I would say any of those three are probably the hardest hits that I've seen in stadium with my own eyes that I did not be a part of. I'm just like, bruh.
Bud Dupree won?
Matt Moore was filthy too. It was just freezing cold that day too. But yeah, that was another dead body. He's in that convo. Yeah. The problem was I ain't had the best seat. That was far sideline, and we was on the opposite side, so it was hard to see that one. But he killed him, and that was the fastest concussion clearance protocol ever. My man literally was knocked out, cold, sleep, la la land, talking to himself. They did a TV timeout. My man came back, didn't miss a play. I said, "How you do that, bro?" I said, "You were out cold, like your toes was up. You was asleep." Yeah. And that was the first year when they was like, yeah, we got an independent neurologist. We like, bro, y'all full of it. Yeah. TV time, bro. Can't make that up. But yeah, that was definitely one of the ones too, though, bro. Definitely one of the ones. Shout out to Bud. Bro, we seen some hits now. But I think my favorite hit is still, and I never saw this. I just saw the picture on the magazine cover. My rookie year, 2010, James Harrison hitting Muhammad Massaquoi, the receiver from the Cleveland Browns. It was on the cover. You see him full launch. Masqua's like about to break his leg, falling back. Gory. Yeah. In fact, I remember like getting the clip of that and watching it more and more times, like just studying, like, oh, how you drop and get this? I'm like, bro, he killed this man. Like, that's still one of like my favorite hits to like watch. Be like, yo, I wish I caught me one of them. Like, yeah. That was a fire one.
Yeah, that era was full of them. I crossed the league, but that Steelers defense specifically with A2A
style brought up my other favorite. RC hitting McGahee. I said, boy, that serial killer.
He had one against
serial killer.
Wes Welker too.
But the Wes Welker one was egregious. It was like, yo, he wasn't even. The throw was already gone, overthrown, and you hit him anyways. I like it though. Catch the body anyways. But that McGahee one, that was literally, I'm a psychopath. I don't care about seeing tomorrow versus I'm a psychopath. I don't care about seeing tomorrow. And I always tell people, like, when you watch the game, sometimes those hits that look hard, they don't really hurt. And then sometimes the hits that don't look hard, they hurt. I always say that McGahee and RC, it looked hard and it did hurt. That was as advertised right there, man. That's like, yo, you remember old school chicken, just drive your car as fast as you can into this person driving their car as fast as they can, and we're gonna see if nobody turn first. Like, that's what that looked like, bro. I'm like, yo, y'all are crazy. Psychopaths, man. Absolute psychopaths.
RC.
What's your favorite one though?
RC ends up having like this amazing like media career and stuff,
nuts,
and
so well spoken and polished.
Yeah, that's what I was
so
like,
polished.
Yeah, you see how he played football and some of these crazy hits, and then what he did with his media career and everything. It's
crazy,
like,
bro.
yeah, you would never think.
It's crazy.
Like,
you're like, you know, he's a killer,
Clark
right?
Over the last like 10,
do you
15
know
years.
RC is a killer? It's a psycho. It's a madman. Be careful. He wears no gloves. He would wear no gloves, Deke. If you're playing the National Football League on defense with no gloves, bro, you are crazy. You're crazy. You don't care about anything. You especially don't care about yourself. And if you don't care about yourself, I know you don't care about me. And that's how RC play, bro. RC play, he don't care about if you're in the opposite jersey. Yeah. Them the dudes we used to love to watch, though, man.
And that's like, he's so nuanced and stuff. Has all these takes.
Even how he
dressed. And then like on the football field, it's like, I don't give a shit about anything.
Think about it. He's so dressed.
I'm just gonna knock you out.
His drip when he dresses too, you like, bro, you're fly. Your game day swag was tape on your fingers. Let's get it. You're like, ooh. craziness, man.
My favorite hit.
Yeah, what's your favorite one, man?
Oh, man.
Because there's been some hits, bro. There's been some hits out there.
Yeah, it's probably one of those we were talking about with the Harrison or Clark era. It like sticks out. It makes you just like, holy, wow.
They like it's violent.
Wow. Yeah. Harrison or Clark. It's got to be one of those two.
Debo put bodies on bodies on bodies.
I vaguely remember that Shazier one you're talking about. I'd have to watch that again.
No. The Shea smack right in the face, man.
Is there any I'm missing?
Let's see.
Some of the Hines Ward ones are good.
Let's say any TP. TP didn't have some bodies. He didn't cause some people.
I mean, his interception returns are the ones that
stand out the most.
Yeah.
But
or just some of his interceptions even too. The one he caught like on his fingertips against the Chargers.
Derek Clark brought it up. Troy Polamalu hitting Chris Johnson. I was about to say he done folded some people up.
I can't remember that one.
He done folded some people up, man.
Some of his plays too, in terms of like him tackling, where when he's like timing the snap and jumping over to center, like those are the incredible ones with him. Yeah, I can't remember some of his big hits like that off the top.
Hines Ward when he broke.
No, it's I think it's Hines Ward. I think it's Hines Ward to me. Yeah, him and that Keith Rivers one. That's the one I remember the most.
That was the only time I was ever scared. I told Hines, man, at halftime, hey, bro, I appreciate you. Don't hit me.
He did a
please.
number on Ed Reed, too. I can't remember what the play was.
He got
was it a return or
he
something?
Got it.
I can't remember why he knocked Ed Reed out. But
yeah, he definitely caught Ed.
Yeah, I'd go Hines Ward, Keith Rivers.
For sure.
That'd be my pick.
Yeah, that one had me nervous, bro. First time I ever played Steelers, and Hines was out there. That's all I kept thinking. I do not want to get my jaw broke. It's only been 2 receivers that ever had me thinking, like, any type of
The rules weren't like that just yet.
Yeah,
when you were playing?
Yeah. Like, and it was still fresh. That's back when Hines was like, "Oh, he gonna smile and knock you out." Yeah, you see the big smile, and he's knocking people out. He's like, "Yo." Yeah, so I remember I was like, "Yo," super nervous in the whole game. You're just like, "Yo, where is he at?" Pre-snap, I need to know where 86 is because I am not about to have this today. And the other dude was Steve Smith because Steve was just the angriest little person I have ever seen. I'm just like, God, bro, how are you like this, bro? It's the first quarter. Like, why are you so angry? Now it's like third quarter. Like, bro, why are you so pissed? Like, God, you want to fight everybody? Like, everybody was talking crazy every single time? Yeah. Steve Smith, one of the ones, though, man.
What's your favorite hit, though? Some people are wondering, like, just in general.
Don't get me in trouble, man. Don't do me like that, man. Don't do me like that. Your boy be biased over here, all right? The boy be biased at times. But, yeah, man.
I mean, you played in the league. You could pick your own.
Yeah. I say, if I had to pick my own, I'm
like
just pick my own.
That ended
you ever heard of this quarterback named Brett Favre? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That was a pretty dope hit. It was a pretty clean highlight. Got a lot of everything that you want on the plate. Not that I remember it all the way, Deke, but I was on the right side of the field. You know, it was all what I jumped off that thing. Great get off, hit the boy with the get up off me, Mount McKinney. Come on, man. You know you too big and too slow for big old 5'2" now. All right, then after that, you see old Farvey. Come on back, walking on back. And I'm chugging along. Yeah, man, one thing led to another. Magic happened. A moment was made. And I was just happy to be a part of some history right there, man.
Not the Manziel one.
The Manziel one, no, because it cost. Yeah, I don't like any play that I've made that cost me money, and unfortunately that one cost me money. And I received some not so savory commentary afterwards from the congregation, not Steelers Nation, but from the people, man. Yeah, that was the first time in my life I had ever been told to join ISIS. Yeah, they say you like to behead people. You should join ISIS. I'm just like, bruh, how do we get here? Yikes. Yeah, and then I got this nice, letter about 2 days later from FedEx, delivered from, National Football League office. Was it something 01 Park Avenue? It's like, oh, this is great. Oh, fan, got new mail, guys. You open it up and you're like, take it back, please. Yeah, wasn't cool, man. Was not cool. But yeah, man, I'll probably.
Did you end up paying that?
Yeah.
Did you get it like cut in half, peeled, anything like that?
No. Unfortunately, they made a rule where you can't reduce face mask penalties. They all the same. They was like, yep, it is what it is. So take your fee and go on about your business. And he's like, I was like, what's the act? I was trying to seek comfort too, D. I was like, bro, but it was Mr. Schwartz where he was holding me. That boy held me, bro. And they like, bro, I don't care about any of that. Yeah. So, shout out to him though, man. But I would say that one though, man. That's definitely one of my favorite ones. But I've had some ones, man. I got me a nice little one on Vic too when he was in Philly, man. And that's still because him being one of my like childhood, like going up 757, like everybody. If you from around there growing up during my time frame, man, AI and Vic are like gods, bruh. So to be able to even share the field with him at one point was nuts. But when I tell you, I got the photo. Yeah, and teammates too. But, bro, I got the photo of when I actually hit him. And he was the lefty, so I caught him on the blind side. And it was gorgeous. That was one of the ones that it hurt me to do it. But it's like, when I say, like, that's one of the ones that when the pictures get put up, because the pictures ain't put up. If the pictures get put up, that's, it makes the cut. It definitely makes the cut.
Nice.
Because it's 7, man. Shout out to Vic, man. Shout out to Vic.
A2A style. Lima Swede had to be absolutely terrible if 7 couldn't make him at least look like a wide receiver 4. Worst pick in Steelers history. Dude was rated PG. My dog was better.
Hey, bro.
He's not lying either.
I've heard a lot. I've heard a lot of it, man.
Terrible.
I've heard a lot of it.
The problem was, like, he'd actually get open. He just couldn't catch the ball. He literally couldn't. I don't know what happened. It was something mental, something. He just couldn't catch the ball.
Because he was nice coming out of Texas, bro. He was nice.
Yeah, he's supposed to be our Plexico Burris replacement.
Mm-hmm. He was nice. Was he the same class as Braylon Edwards, or was he?
Maybe close, maybe around there.
Because I remember like during that time frame, them the type of names was talked about.
Yeah. Just a shame. Just a shame.
What could have been, man?
No, seriously. I mean, the one that sticks out the most is the AFC Championship drop. Like it was wide open, like so wide open. Yeah. And then it's bad whenever you're faking the injury afterwards too.
So I actually don't know this story.
All in the same sequence. Of like he drops and then he's like pulling on his hammy.
No.
Yeah.
Is this for real?
I'm dead serious. At least he contributed a little that game. Like it was a quarter or something later. He got a crackback block on a running play, but that's all he was really good for.
Bro, there's no way you fake the injury after you drop the pass, bro. Just
no, he did.
Don't do that. You making matters worse, bro.
Yeah.
You making it worse.
Yeah, just really. I feel bad for him actually, in a way, like because he just couldn't catch it, and these are like easy passes, like. Could have been good.
Man, I wasn't trying to switch it, but I had literally looked back in the chat and I saw people.
Else to say.
No, I was looking back at the chat and people was bringing up some of their favorite hits that they've been seeing. And I was like, you know what? They're bringing up some good ones over here. But I had a question because I didn't see this one. But they said Jarvis Jones had a hit as a rookie on the Tennessee Titans quarterback. I don't know what that was. Yeah, I don't remember that. I was talking about Hans Ward destroying Keith Rivers. They said Debo has a hit on Josh Cribbs also.
Yeah, he had a couple against the Browns.
Yeah, I remember he also like 3 people he put out.
He also tackled. There was a Browns fan that
dude,
came on the field.
Let me see who else. All right, okay. T.J. Watt on Lamar Jackson. Am I forgetting this one? I don't remember that one. Yeah, I don't think he killed him. Greg Lloyd hitting Dan Marino. Okay, I see you, Elwin. Yeah.
James Thomas has a report on who was thrown to Claypool. He said it was Mitch.
Shout out to Trubisky then, baby. It's something in that Buffalo air. Then how about that? Hey, how about that? But it ain't no surprise either. You know why Mitch playing better right now, right? Come on, baby.
I don't know what you're gonna say right now.
You already know how this thing goes, baby. It's simple,
it's
man.
Josh Allen.
Listen,
come on.
Why you think Jameis got better, bro? Just be around it. Why you think remember when Mitch was a free agent? Who was the first team to sign him before, right? Who was the first team to sign him? The Pittsburgh Steelers, right? As soon as free agency opened up, they said, we got to have him. Why is that? Because he was around it. When you just around it, it's contagious, bro. I'm trying to tell you, man. I'm trying to tell you, baby.
Yeah, James Harrison had a hit on Colt McCoy.
That's the same game. I remember that. He was killing folks that game, bro.
That might have been the last game of the season too. I think we had everything locked up.
He was killing people, bro.
There was no reason for it at all.
Boom. We like, oh my God. One of my other favorite ones, I don't like to bring it up because it's against one of my dudes, but Pro Bowl Sean Taylor hitting Brian Moorman.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Brian Moorman. Shout out. That was my first punter ever in the NFL, man, up in Buffalo. But yeah, I never connected those dots until I got up there. And we talked about it. He was like, yeah, just casually having a convo about the Pro Bowl one day. Da-da-da. He's like, yeah, da-da-da. You remember this? I was like, nah. He was like, oh, yeah, that was me. I was like, oh, yeah. Such a kid back then, bro. I couldn't. And he's great dudes at his foundation, little charity did it. Yeah, bro. B. Mormon is an awesome dude, man. But yeah, I lost it. Oh, that was you. Oh, yeah. Way immature.
Concept says man. Mason's hit on the Lions defender after his 33-yard run.
Slept him, yeah. And flexed on him.
Yep.
Flexed on that man. Yeah. Let's see. AB drop kicking the putt. Young boy 24. That was my first game here, man. I'll never forget that one. AB the hit. This is Sparta. Drop kick was fire. We should have scored a touchdown though, but it was pretty fire. And then I did see somebody bring up the coach Tomlin jump off, but technically he ain't connect with him though. So yeah, no harm, no foul. No harm, no foul. All righty.
We got it's 551. We
All
got
right.
probably
No worries, we get back to these supers.
10 supers.
No worries, we get to these supers. We ain't tripping.
Just one of those vibes today.
Yeah. Man said, ain't no biggie at all, man. Ain't no biggie. Or he says, okay. And shout out to the bro Barry and also, but yeah, I'm with you, man. We just vibing out, bro. We ain't sweat tripping nothing, man. Hey, the content going content, but the convo's going content, or the convo's going convo. The vibes are going to vibe. And that's what we on right now. We just vibe, baby. But the bro Barry, and he says it wasn't Jarvis Jones hitting the quarterback. He said Jarvis Jones hit Chris Johnson in the backfield. That's what he's talking about.
That either.
Okay. I'm gonna have to check this one out then, man. They said this because that would have been my last year in Buffalo. So yeah, I was going through it with a first time NFL head coach Doug Marrone. Had my man Mike Patton. Yeah, we had EJ Manuel starting quarterback. Yeah, I didn't have a lot of time to see JJ. Shout out to Jarvis though, man. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Go ahead.
Skeeter Jones, he brought up one that's going to hurt my heart, too. Maurice Jones-Drew when he dropped Sean Merriman. Do you remember that?
No.
So I thought you might have been too young. So this is when Lights Out was like peak Lights Out, right? The dance was going stupid. He's blitzing off the edge.
I should. This is. I was definitely watching football at this time. This probably 07, 06.
Yeah, coming off the edge. Maurice Jones-Drew. This is him in Jacksonville, too. He stands him up, puts him on his butt, like feet up in the air, dropped him. Yeah, like everybody was shocked. Never seen Lights hit like that ever. It was, bro, when you get bored, pull it up on YouTube. Yeah, bro. Okay. It was one of them. It was like, whoa. Yeah. Yeah, that was definitely one of the ones. And that was the first time, like, for me, where I seen, like, one of my heroes kind of take an L. I ain't know what to do, bro. Yeah, I ain't like that feeling, man. I don't like seeing my heroes take L's, bro. Took an L.
People are bringing up Adrian Peterson hitting Willie Gay. I was at that game.
Yeah.
That was
AP went stupid on that one.
The Favre season with the Vikings.
Yeah, he went stupid on that one.
Yeah, I was there. Okay, we got Sean McCartney saying breaking news. Moats thinks Allen is better than Ben.
See?
I thought the golf cart was bad, but now he's naming names.
There it is. You see? This is how fake news, right? Isn't that a thing, fake news? This is fake news, man. Fake news, baby. But I do like it. And I could understand why you might want to take that approach. I could definitely understand that. You know, if 7 was still here, the confidence is here. You're not looking around. When 7 was here, I never heard Deke care about other quarterbacks because he had 7. You know how it is. But, you know, when you kind of go through a phase of non-7, yeah, you got to look around. And at times you might not like what you got to look up to see. And when you got to look up to it and you don't like it, you try to tear it down. So you're just trying to look at anything. Oh, yeah, Josh versus Ben, who's better? It's like, bro, no one said Josh and Ben. Come on. This is Josh versus who else has been here. You know how that go. And unfortunately, /fortunately, Josh has been, you know, just, yeah.
I was willing to roll with what we had. I was willing to see it out. I wasn't looking elsewhere. I was willing to roll with it, but
I'm just. Yeah,
he wasn't though. Actually, Kenny wasn't.
Yeah, fair enough.
I was willing to roll with Mason too.
You were. Fair enough. I think both of those guys had the same fate versus Josh though. So it's okay. Your boy won. Your boy won though. Your boy won. Think about it. Your guy got the last head to hit. He did that.
I'm not surprised.
Right. Me either. Shout out to 7. But the rest of them,
Mason could have, man. We were close.
A lot, man.
Those refs got a little
Josh
shoddy in the
Josh
second
could have
half.
been playing in the Super Bowl, man. If only them 13 seconds in Kansas City
Those
never
refs,
happened, man.
The way
You
we
know?
were playing ball those
Mhm.
last 3 games, like, we
Yeah.
were playing good ball, and then those stupid turnovers in the first half.
Yeah,
Pickens
man.
and Mason, he throws
Man,
the
if,
pick in the
if
red
that
zone.
if that field goal hits down the center versus Kansas City in the divisional round, man, who knows, man? It gets interesting when you talking Josh versus Lamar Jackson, man. It's you know.
I think we were a formidable team.
Man.
It's just we didn't get to see more than 1 week of the
I can
playoffs.
relate to it, bro. I can relate to it, man. I can relate to that feeling, man.
Yo, Young, we need Moats on his Pat Queen energy.
No, Pat Queen talking spicy to people. I like it. But he talks spicy, man. But he can back it up. All right. I'm old. I'm washed. I'm just a radio guy with Deke over here. So we let Deke do all the big talking, and I just back him up. All right. That's our energy. Yeah. Patrick Queen be talking.
I think he wants you taking shots at your former team.
No, don't do me like don't do me like that, man. Don't do me like that. Cause Pat Queen, he big dog. See, I'm just a small little cat, man. So that's why I don't really take shots anymore.
Kenny Pickett's birthday today.
Shot at 26 years old. He look good in that 7.
He got a headline on PTI here.
He looked
Pardon the
good in
interruption.
that 7. He looked good in the 7. Was that what was missing this whole time?
He was never gonna be 7 here.
I'm just saying he looks a lot better though in 7.
8's his number.
No, that 7 looks way harder, bro.
No, 8's his
Maybe
number.
it's because I'm used to seeing like dope players wear number 7. That's what it is.
Vic wore 7 in Philly.
Yeah, that's why it's like it's the 7. I just think, man, when I think something Vic and Ben, man. It's like I know Elway too, but those are off the top of my head. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, 7's
dogs,
a better.
bro.
I'll give him
Yeah,
this.
he's dogs
7's a
at
better
7.
number than 16. He was originally gonna be 16.
Yeah, 16 is trash, bro. You don't want 16.
Yeah, he's actually kind of lucky that whoever that guy they signed took it from him.
Yeah. Now, quick question. Just learn and say, what you doing to celebrate for Kenny tonight?
Nothing.
Nothing. All right. Because they trying to say you. Of course, you was gonna shout out the birthday. They say, yo, Deke ain't gonna miss his birthday, man.
I'm kind of surprised it popped up as a PTI headline.
Low key.
Like it's on the rundown.
Low key, when I saw it, I was like, yo, is that really? Yeah. It's like the second thing up there too, bro. Or the first thing on the rundown, actually. Yeah.
They're at the end of the show.
Yeah. But they let off. I was like, oh, all right. So yeah, I thought the same thing. And they gave him it's like he got a segment. He had little highlights and everything playing.
Yeah, it stuck out there.
Yeah.
A2A Style says, welcome to Bill's Mafia room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Why you gotta do me like that, man? Don't do me like that, 828. Remember, man, we all here together. One band, one sound. Okay? One band, one sound. That's it. We were black and gold, they were blue and red, but it all blends in perfectly. All right? And that's his beauty. Yeah.
Doesn't work.
Yes, it does. Perfect harmony.
No, it's
Perfect
like oil
harmony,
and
man.
water.
No.
Doesn't work.
Man.
Doesn't blend.
No. This is like butter and Old Bay. Yeah, you mix that thing together and ooh la la. Come on now. Yeah.
Skirt says he needs a sauce. I only got ragu or prego. Which one?
Man, all right. Go with the ragu. Bro. Prego straight, but go with the ragu. And besides, if you do too much cooking with the prego, you mess around and make a baby too. So you don't want that prego, bro. It's bad luck. Go with the ragu. And think Ramon. We call him the big ragu. All right. What you got a preference either way?
No.
Right.
Yeah, this is a better question for you.
For sure.
With the cooking.
But the prego is more of like, they say they try to make it more authentic, but that ragu fire. The ragu. Tom J, don't gross him out. Yes, I know that this commercial on commercial. I'm with you, but if you got to pick one, man, it's kind of like, would you rather go with Heinz ketchup or Hunt's ketchup? Catch what I'm saying? It's still ketchup, but that Heinz gonna hit a little bit better than that Hunt's. All right. Don't let me start talking Texas Pete versus Louisiana. Oh, all right. Don't get me in trouble today. Don't get me in trouble. Yeah. All right. But yeah, shout out. So shout out the skirt. Hopefully, what are you cooking, by the way? That's another question. Spaghetti?
I was going to guess spaghetti when he asked the question.
Okay. Oh, he said he's got the Mama's Garden special ragu. I see your skirt, but let us know what you cooking on. Skirt. Yeah, what you got, man? I'm hungry over here now. Don't play with me now.
A2A Style says he thinks GP will shine if he keeps his cool, But when I think about why he didn't, was he had Kenny Coldcuts doing 360s into sacks and reading the field in slow-mo.
That's a tough one. That's tough. Dang, A2A. Why you gotta be so real sometimes, man? Don't. That's tough. All right, so GP was going through a lot. All right, we was going through a lot. We know upstairs he was dealing with some people that, we could question how qualified and how good they were at their profession, right? We know on the field there were other multiple moving pieces that had us questioning how good they were at their profession. Okay? So is it understandable that he could have been a little bit frustrated with all of the variables, not just one singular variable? Yes. So I just think as a whole, he was processing through a lot. But I do think he's in a better place now. And maturity-wise, I think that will be reflected out here. But also he has, some nicer pieces to work with this go-around. So I think he should be all smiles as well. And shout out to Skirt. He said he on that spaghetti. It's a little sketty night. You know what time we on, man. Shout out to you, man. I like your energy.
8-2-8 style. I'm all for Muth, but I'm not breaking the bank for him off of what he's done. I'm waiting after this year to see if he can stay healthy, plus see what 80 can do this year.
Ooh. What's your level of optimism on Darnell Washington?
I don't really have a strong opinion on him for this year either way. Yeah, it just depends on how much he's going to be out on the field, one, and then how much the ball will be thrown to him, because he was a non-factor last year in general, really. I mean, I know his blocking was helpful for the most part, but what were his yards? He probably had less than 50 yards on the year. How many catches did he have? Was it 2 or 3?
Yeah, I think it was like 7 for like 61.
So it's just wait and see for me and how Arthur Smith utilizes him, because he brought in some of his own guys.
Yeah,
so that's going to be competition for Darnell right there off the bat.
Yeah.
Michael Pruitt was getting 30% of the snaps.
Scoring touchdowns,
back at Tennessee.
Getting reps, yeah,
I mean,
even in Atlanta,
that's a niche you think Darnell's supposed to have for this year. Like, at least you get out there like 30-40% of the time. But if we're saying that Michael Pruitt was already doing that with Arthur Smith and the familiarity's already there, it's like, all right, 2 dogs, 1 bone, essentially. That's what I'm looking at right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
And wasn't there another tight end we brought in too? Like just recently.
Yeah, hold on. I got you.
Pruitt was a month ago. We brought in another dude. I don't remember his name. It was almost like the Graylin Arnold signing. It just
respect, because they ain't even got it updated up here. I was trying to see the name.
Anyone in the chat now?
Pull them up.
Someone's got to. Yeah, the chat doesn't even know it. So
yeah, he might not be here anymore, because right now I'm looking on ESPN. They got Rodney Williams as the final dude. Rodney Williams, Darnell Washington, Michael Pruitt, Connor Hayward, and Pat Freiermuth.
I'll find it, but
unless they got him listed as a fullback. Let me see. Fullback.
They might. Yeah, they might.
But no, that's the Jack Coletto dude out of Oregon State. That's not him.
But either way, it's
just
going to come down to how much he's on the field, how highly Arthur Smith thinks of him.
Yeah.
Because we were amped when we drafted him. We thought he was going to be doing something in his rookie year, and obviously that just didn't come to fruition.
Israel Gatherings was the dude, but they released him yesterday when they signed Sutton. That's what it was. Yeah, they just said it in the chat. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to Noriega Pete Rooney. Shout out to Skeeter Jones. Shout out to Derek Clark. Shout out to Skirt. Gonna be low with you.
Gathings, Isaiah Gathings. Yeah,
Gathings.
That's what it is.
I butchered the last name. My bad, bro. Just let me vibe.
No. I think the chat said Gatherings. They did.
Gatherings, my bad.
No. They botched his whole name up. They said Israel Gathering.
Okay.
His name's Isaiah Gathings.
All right. Salute. I was like, yep, that's the name. That is. I knew it flowed. It flowed right. I knew it was an I and a G. It did. It flowed right. Shout out. But yeah, he up out of here, man.
So he's not here anymore.
Yep, out of here. Salute him, though. Just hopefully he took his stuff with him, man. Take as many team shorts, team shirts. Yeah, get all that stuff, man. Get all your little picks while you're in the locker room, man.
I think on paper, Darnell makes the most sense to be tight end too.
Yeah.
Makes the most sense, absolutely. But we'll see. Like that's really it, because last year I thought he was going to do a lot more and be a lot better than what he was, and it just didn't work out.
Yeah. My hope is that, and we said this when we signed Michael Pruitt, that he will make Darnell Washington feel that competition, feel that, hey, man, it's a little bit hot in here, this room a little bit crowded, and make him have to play with more urgency, because that's the part I want to see. Michael Pruitt, he wins a lot more because of just how hard he plays at times. Connor Hayward, because of how hard he plays at times. Move, we know he's just gifted in a different way than those other guys. But it's like Darnell has a lot of similar traits that he is gifted in. But it's like, I just think he just has to play with more urgency. Because I don't want to just say harder, because then it sounds like, oh, he's just slacking, he's like lazy, and it's not the case. But there's a difference between you going to this outside linebacker and blocking him, and you're approaching him trying to be, you know, I'm here and I'm just getting in position, and yeah, I'm checking the box off, my head's on the right side, everything's good, versus, bro, I'm trying to kill this man, let me fire off this ball and I'm trying to take his face off. That's the thing that I think if he can just do that more consistently, I think we will see a lot more of the production in all phases of his game. But that's the thing that, and it happens with young dudes, so I just think that. But Michael Pruitt, if he doesn't, Michael Pruitt does play with the urgency. He does do all those little things right. And even though I think Darnell has way more upside, I could definitely see a Michael Pruitt making it hard for Darnell Washington to get opportunities out there. And that's the part where when we talk about the competition, the same way we talk Scotty Miller, and it's like, yo, I want to see Roman Wilson beat out that. I think he can, but don't sleep on Scotty. I look at this almost in the same vein. It's like, man, I think Darnell has way more upside. I would love for it to be Darnell.
Yeah.
But do not sleep on Michael Pruitt, because Michael Pruitt is definitely good enough. He's already proven that he could play in this league, and he's done it in multiple spots already. That's the thing for Darnell, that he has to show that he can play with that type of just floor to start it off before we can see, you know, what else it can grow into.
I think he would be the perfect tight end too, the perfect complement to Muth. And we were saying that all last year, even after we drafted him. But now going into his second year, I think he'd even be more perfect.
Yeah.
Being the complement of the tight end two to Muth in this Arthur Smith system and with Russ. Like, you see some of his highlights and what he was doing in Georgia, like it would be Bennett. Was it Bennett at the? I can't remember the quarterback, but he'd be rolling off a play action, and Darnell would just be crossing over the middle of the field, or he'd be out on a flat after play action, and Bennett would just dump it off to him, and Darnell would jump over someone, or
busy.
Yeah, he would be pretty good with the ball in space. So
yeah,
I feel like he'd be perfect. Like let's make it happen. I hope it happens. It's just gonna be dependent on how it works out in training camp, and again how Arthur Smith views Darnell Washington working, and all that stuff, all stuff that I don't. It could be out of just Darnell's control, even in a way. Like, it's still in his control. Like, you got to go out there and ball up. But if it's like Smith's more comfortable with Pruitt, and we're getting to week one, then I think naturally Pruitt's going to be out on the field a little bit more, and you're not going to be able to.
And that's that first
showcase
month,
your
though.
skill.
That's definitely that first month we saying though. So that could be real as well. Yeah.
That's unless Darnell just absolutely balls out in training camp and does some amazing things in preseason. But familiarity does count for something, good or bad. Yeah. One way or another. But I hope it is Darnell. I really do. Yeah. All right, let me get to the next one. We got.
Hey, and y'all hit that like button if y'all digging the show today. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel as well. But salute you either way for being here with us.
Skirt saying, I think Keanu Benton is going to ball out this year.
Talk that talk.
Yeah, no one's talking about him.
Hey, that film don't lie. I mean, he is one of the ones. He's ready to go, man. He is definitely ready to go.
Phantom TV, I think our defense right now is better than our 08 defense. Come on. I just got to stop the comment after that. 08. That's the best defense I've ever seen. That's literally the best defense.
That's one of the best defenses like all time.
Yeah,
it's an all timer. Yeah.
Depending on how you want to argue it.
Yeah, they're in that convo.
They are.
Yeah. 08?
That 08 defense is in the same conversation like Legion of Boom, the Steelers 70s defenses.
The Bears. Whoa. He know 08 we did it. You know what happened in 08? Does he know about that in 08? 08 was different. 08, bro. Yeah.
He said it's better than our 08 defense if you compare position room to position room.
But what are we comparing? Are we comparing production? Or are we just comparing like what name wise?
Yeah, I think.
Because I think that's I'm like that's a little bit different, man. Like
you could talk yourself in. I see what he's saying.
Yeah.
Like you got JPJ versus an Ike T. Okay, like if JPJ does what he's supposed to, yeah. Lockdown corner, like that was Ike T back then.
08.
And hopefully better catching from
regular
JPJ.
Season though.
I know.
Did that.
I know, but then you got Minka versus Troy, and we got Elliott in here too. We got.
I'm
Casey.
listening.
Yeah, I think the 08 safeties definitely sight unseen. Like you got to go 08 safety because that's Ryan Clark and Troy.
Shit, LB's how we feeling.
Yeah, Patrick Queen, and then you got Landon Roberts, injured Cole Holcomb, Peyton Wilson. Then you had Farrier, Foot. Timmons wasn't playing.
He was still young.
Yeah,
he was a puppy.
So it was mainly Farrier and Foot.
Who was your edges?
I know who I'm. You know who you're picking right now, based off the result. But Patrick Queen in his prime, does Peyton Wilson have a crazy ass rookie year, and Landon Roberts keeps doing his thing? Like that's a pretty damn good linebacker core. D line,
Big Snack, Aaron Smith.
Yeah, that D line is not. Yeah,
Diesel,
I'm not even gonna have that conversation.
Get out of here! The boy is filthy.
Yeah. So. The closest conversation you could have is probably the cornerbacks, I think.
What about edge? Because you got TJ and Highsmith versus is that Debo and Wood?
Yeah. Can that comes down to can Highsmith be like Woodley? Because let's just say TJ Harrison.
Oh boy,
that's why. Let's just go.
Boy,
wash. Ooh, let's go wash. But that was Harrison's best season. That was Harrison.
That was. Oh, them boys both went filthy them years.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, ooh.
Yeah. But at least you could see how it's comparable.
I like it.
A little bit, but
I like it.
I mean, you saw I stopped
Wood
mid comment there, just to be like, come on, bro, let's not.
Which one you want? He killing you in the joints, and he just the angry man over here. Which one do you want? Yeah, bro. That 08 was stupid. That 08 was stupid.
Yeah, that's on Highsmith to catch up to Woodley.
Yeah, that was what it was right there.
Now Highsmith had the 14 sacks 2 years ago.
He did that.
So yeah, if he could get back to that, you're right there.
Yeah.
But like you said, all this shit was done in the playoffs as well, and
that's the one thing that's weighted different, man. It's weighted different.
Yeah, it really is.
And it is. I'm partly biased too because I have seen Debo make the 100-yard interception return as well. Yeah, he capitalized everything. Yeah.
I think what you can say is the pieces are there for us to be an awesome defense.
There we go. But see, remember I said earlier about Steelers? It was like, yo, we got to we can't just appreciate it. We got to go all the way there. He couldn't just say, yo, I think we got a chance to be a really dope defense, a great defense this year, or even a great defense. It was like, yo, this defense could be, better than 08. It's like 08 is great. Like,
and the fact that team was together for a minute, too.
Like, they grew up together.
We got some new pieces in here. New pieces with old pieces. It's like maybe this defense's peak, if everything plays out, would be another 2 or 3 years from now potentially. Although it's weird because like TJ's 30, Cam's getting up there in age, but like a lot of the other pieces though, they're in their prime now or even before their prime. Yeah, I think we can be a really good defense for sure. We could be the best defense in the league. Like I don't even think that's a stretch. But I think we're in that that's an historic defense, and maybe we start having that conversation mid-season or towards the end of the season.
Do you know how hard statistically what 08 did?
And our punter sucked. Like he was terrible. He put our defense in the worst spots every time.
I'm just saying to myself, like statistically what 08 did. Like eyeball test, we're naming names, but even statistically what they did, it's like good luck trying to do that on a video game. Like that was stupid. Like I remember the first time they showed us that, man, Dick, man, our standards are these. We're like, hey, easy big fella. Hey, this ain't that now. All right. Them look a lot different than this. Yeah. Yeah. Shout out, though. Shout out. That thing was one. It was like, yo, is that a 2? Nope, that's 1. Yep. Say, God dang. And every kind of, all the kind of pad, rush, sack, big turn up, like, God dang. You can't run on it, can't throw on it. What can you do?
Yo, all I said was the punter in 08 put our defense in a terrible spot. And the chat saying Kenny Pickett put our defense in a bad spot. Last year. Like, come on. Like,
bro, this
has nothing to do with the 08 versus the current defense conversation. It has nothing to do with it.
How did Kenny
I'm just spitting facts. Our punter was terrible in 08.
My man said, hey, Kenny, he just gun butted him. Just take that real quick. Just hit him one time, man. Dang, going KP. Sheesh. We just shouting. It's his birthday today. Don't shoot Kenny on his birthday, man. He just turned 26. He had a highlight on TV. It was an OTA highlight, but it was still a highlight. It looked good, bro. It looked good, man. Don't do him like that. That's tough. Tom J said he sabotaged the offense for a whole 2 years. That gotta chill.
Those game-winning drives
chill.
Don't look like sabotage to me.
Gotta chill, man. You just gotta chill.
Xavier TG brings up the Vince Young double body slam, Debo and Aaron Smith. I don't remember that.
Dang, I don't remember that either. Was this in Tennessee? It had to be Tennessee. Had to be Tennessee.
Yeah, this was probably like 2011 or 2010 or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't remember it. I got to go back. That might be my homework for tonight.
They got some hits out there, bro.
Watch some of these big-time hits that I forget.
Some hits, man.
Jashad, underrated hit is TJ smacking Joe Mixon week 1 of 2022. Why don't I remember that?
I don't remember that one.
So this was Mitch on the road at Cincy. That was that crazy-ass
weird game. Was it 5 picks, wasn't it?
5 picks by Burrow. They came back, but then all like the missed field goals and stuff. Yeah,
because their kick, it was the snapper got hurt.
Right? Oh, it was insane game. It was probably the craziest game I've ever seen. Yeah. I made that statement at the time. I really think it was.
Yeah, that was stupid, bro.
To where like we thought we had it in the bag to like the game's over. Like Jesus Christ, what are we doing?
Yeah.
To like we're back. That happened 2 or 3 times.
A lot of that going on
in the fourth quarter and overtime.
Yeah, it definitely was a lot of that.
I don't remember that hit though. Dondre Zell, Patrick Willis, greatest hit of all time. If you know, you know.
Now shout out to Patrick Willis now. Pat Willis, that's one of them ones right there. Mr. 5 Deuce as well. Second favorite inside linebacker behind my man Ray. Cheer. Love me some Pat Willis. That was my dude right there. Yep, him and Debo, man. Debo, Clay Matthews. Yep, just whatever they do, just give me the tape. Just send it. Just bring it on. Let me watch it.
Sean McCartney says, not only is Moats a Bills fan and possibly a Cardinals fan, he's definitely a Cowboys fan, which is way worse. You're breaking my heart, Moats.
So let's just clarify. I am not a Steelers, Bills, or Cardinals fan. I'm an alum, okay? I've bled, all right? I got a dislocated elbow in Buffalo, all right? I have torn or partially torn triceps. I have a torn pectoral from Pittsburgh, and I have some of my MCL hanging out there in AZ, all right? So I just felt like across the board, I'm allowed to, have a little, just for them, all right? I got this pinky, the way this thing's set up, the way this, like my neck at times, it get a little stiff, you know what I mean? Yeah, and then my knees, it's them 3, so that's why, all right? And then the Cowboys as a whole, because that was what started the journey, all right? Yeah, that started the journey, and that's where it ended. Remember, this was my last time on the field, man. It was a glorious exit. I got to walk slow motion, all cameras on me, all eyes on me in Jerry's world. Come on, man. You couldn't ask for a better ending. All right, you probably could have, but in my mind, you couldn't ask for a better ending. All right, yeah. It was like, if I had to go, let me do it my way then. All right, if I can't stay here, if y'all can just tell me I gotta go because you got this.
Yours was better than Elway going out.
That's all I'm saying.
2 Super Bowls.
Yeah, bro. Winning the Super Bowl bro. Come on, man. Mine was way harder than that, bro. They did it in their hometown. They need a doc on your hometown. Oh, he did it. Oh, the bus stops here. No, bro.
There's levels to yours.
This was the first time I saw a football helmet before I even knew what it was. Before I even knew what football the word was. I saw the star. You feel me? I just saw the star. And that's all it took. That planted the seed, and then it just to where we are today, Deke. So that's what that is, man. But you can't hold this against me, all right? Can't hold this against me. All right?
We got Mike Hood gifting 5 months memberships to AJM.
Shout out to Mike Hood.
Tyler from the 334 Spice Creations.
There it is.
Somber and Jersey Dad.
Shout out, and shout out. Mike Hood being a rock star at life, paying it forward. And to all those individuals, welcome to the Ebron. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right, got a couple that we passed up real quick. Let me get them real quick. Xavier TG also says, everyone saw that Reggie Bush hit by Sheldon Brown. I do remember that. Eagles versus Saints. Man, that was another time I saw one of my heroes. Yeah, saw one of my heroes take a L. I was a big Reggie Bush guy. Seeing that man crawl off that field, I said, oh my God, what is this? That hurt my heart. That really did hurt me. I don't like seeing my guys get got, man. That bothered me, man. I was like, yo.
I remember that one.
Like, Reggie?
I remember where I was when I saw that one.
Yeah, it's Reggie, bro. Like, no one had ever seen Reggie get hit, let alone touched. And that was like, whoa. Yeah. Shout out to Sheldon. Yeah, that was real. And then he also brought up the Myles Garrett. Oh, this is filthy. But this is 20th super chat, so I got to read it. Shout out to Xavier TG. He says, Myles Garrett hit on Mason Rudolph with the helmet.
That's messed up.
One of the hardest ones. You was there for that too, weren't you?
You
was there for that though.
Mason's got good publicity now. Mm-hmm. Mason's approval ratings through the roof here in Pittsburgh. No need to bring that one up.
Yeah, but you was there. You seen how? I mean,
I'm defending Mason.
It was insane,
on that.
bro.
Like, come on, bro. Like,
it was insane, bro.
No reason to bring
it was
up
insane,
the helmet
bro. The helmet was real, bro. It was real.
Yeah.
He had heart though. We should have known he had heart.
I didn't even see it when it happened. It was just there was like a scuffle going on because I was like looking away. Like we had no clue.
Yeah. We did. It was craziness. That whole time was crazy. Shout out to everybody up in that way. Yeah, Skeeter Jones bringing up Pouncey hitting on Larry Ogunjobi after that too.
Yeah, like I don't remember. Like I didn't see it happen. I was just.
Yeah.
I would think I was just staring out into the field, and you just see Steelers and Browns players like scuffling. It's like I don't know what's going on.
And we was low key all kind of like not disgusted, but remember, it was 3 picks that game, bro.
It was a terrible game.
Yeah, and I think that was the thing too. Thursday night.
It was 4. It ended up being
low-key,
4.
Yeah, low-key might have been 4, but that was the one thing I remember. It was like, yo, we had 3 to 4 picks where we're just like, yo, and it was the same cat on that Tampa 2 right down the middle of the field. The daggone linebacker.
It was a linebacker.
Wait, was it Taki?
It was Schobert. No?
It was Schobert. You're right. It was Joe Schobert. Yeah, he killed it, and then that's what he got paid to go to Jacksonville. Yeah.
And then we got Schobert, and he wasn't good here.
Yeah. We went through. He was a part of our little phase. Yeah.
Right. It was supposed to be Devin Bush, just taking care of business, but we had to do the Schobert experiments.
And that was in the preseason when we traded for him too. Remember?
Yeah.
Mid-game, I want to say it was like, oh, breaking news.
Yeah. All right. We on Sean McCartney here?
Oh shoot. No, I think we got this last one with Mike Hood. I don't know if you read this one or not. It says salute to all and let's ride. Are we forgetting Van? Seen his interview yesterday, and he seems like a great guy and can serve as number 2. But we'll see. Cheers with the beers. Shout out to you as well, Mike Hood. But no, we're not forgetting Van Jefferson. I think that you brought up the comments he made, right? Because I didn't
Probably
hear the
from
comments.
The same interview he's talking about. Yeah, I saw a headline saying he could be a 1,000-yard receiver for us.
Yeah, this is the thing. Van has the same way I talked about Scotty Miller, right? Saying that he's already had a season and he's already shown that he can play at this level. Van Jefferson is the same conversation. Van also had a high year one time, but it's just the convo was, can he get to that and can he do it consistently? But Van is definitely in those convos, and that's when I say like the field. That's what I mean, like Van Jefferson, Calvin Austin, Quez Watkins, any Roman Wilson, like all those dudes are what I consider the field. And I do think that he is very much in that combo and very much could emerge. But at the same time, I could also understand that they went and traded for one of these bigger name dudes and paid him $30 million. All right, I could understand that too. But Van is definitely in that combo, man. So we're not forgetting Van. He's in that same group as the field. Yep.
Now saying all the right things.
Yeah.
He was asked specifically, could he be a 1,000-yard receiver? He says, oh, yeah. You always think of yourself highly. Always think that you could do these things.
Facts.
So I definitely can do that. You got to put in the work now in order to get that result. I'm just taking it one day at a time. Be where my feet are. I'm enjoying the moment now, and the results will take care of themselves.
Where my feet are. Yes, sir. That's that one right there. Be where your feet are, man. I like that. But nah, shout out to Van Jefferson, man. Van, like I said, he's had success. He's a champion. You don't last in this league if you don't, if you're not a professional, if you don't know how to watch tape, if you don't know how to detail your work, if you don't know how to take care of your body, right? All those different things. That's why he's been in this league as long as he has and why he's had the success that he's had. So without a doubt, man, Van is definitely in that convo. It's just when we're talking about the overall, we're just naming names and we're saying, yo, does that name feel as, scary as some of these other names? That's the kind we're going to have about all these guys. But at the same time, any belief that we personally have in these dudes, right now, we're all just kind of throwing darts into the dark. We're kind of saying, all right, man, I think Calvin Austin because he has the speed, right? Or I think Roman Wilson because, man, we just saw him have a lot of success coming out of college at Michigan where he won a national championship. Hey, I think Scotty Miller because he's familiar with Arthur Smith. He's already been a champion. He's already been a part of some teams where he's had some success as well. Maybe it's him. All of us could be right, man, and that's the thing that we're going to find out. I don't think any of those guys are as clear-cut as GP, and I think that's the consensus for us, right? At least, yeah.
Jefferson probably is after GP and Wilson. I'd say he's probably the next guy. Yeah. I know he's technically more proven than Roman Wilson, but we already know GP and Roman Wilson, they got their spots on the team.
Yeah.
But after that, I think it is Jefferson leading the rest. I think he's the first name.
Yeah, if we don't
out of
make
all those
any
guys,
other
if you
moves,
did a ranking.
Yeah, if we don't make any other moves, he's definitely up there. I think if we make another move, and it's a big move, could be a little different. But right now, no.
Yeah, but I still think he leads the pack of
the others,
the receivers that we're talking about that we're throwing darts at the dartboard for. Sean McCartney says, "Did you hear that? He said he wasn't a Steeler fan."
Yeah, I'm an alum, man. I'm an alum.
He's saying you admitted it.
Mm-hmm. I did. I admitted I'm an alumni. Yep, it's a different convo. Yep. Oh yeah.
So not
different set of rules, man.
Not a Bills fan either.
I'm an alumni.
But a Josh Allen fan.
I'm specifically a Josh Allen fan, but I am an alumni of the organization, and that's why I support the organization. The same way I support the Steelers organization, and on occasion I show some support to the Cardinals organization. Okay, for some reason my son
you a James Cook fan?
Listen, my son will not allow any of the teams that I've been a part of to not be a part of our conversation. All right. So I just, we like Marvin Harrison Jr. a lot. Okay. We're really eager to see what he can do this year. Okay. Him and Kyler Murray, we think have a chance to have a great 1-2 quarterback receiver dynamic going on. All right. Yeah. We're obviously big Keon Coleman fans in the Moats household.
All right, hold on.
We all love Keon Coleman. We're big fans of his personality. All right.
I just need some clarification.
Okay.
So you say Josh Allen fan.
Uh-huh.
Would you say you're a Kyler Murray fan like the same way?
No, but they're different calibers though. They're different caliber players. But I'm a big Marvin Harrison Jr. fan. Marvin Harrison Jr. guy. Big Marvin Harrison Jr. guy. Just get that out there now, man. Yep, alum. I can relate to him. I know about that training camp when they're gonna roll the grass out, get it some sun and roll it back in. Then you're gonna have that occasional outdoor practice. And you're like, Coach, you trying to kill us? Y'all tripping out here. Mr. Bibble gonna land the helicopter. He gonna walk. He probably dap Colin. He gonna walk back out. That's what he do. So I know a little something out there. It's like gotta show a little love. But I'm an alumni. I'm not a fan. I'm an alumni. Okay.
Are you a Russ fan?
Why are you doing that? That's wild. That is wild.
Justin Fields fan.
That is wild. So put it like this. All right, I'm gonna go here. I'm an alum. So alum to alum. I'm a GP. I like GP. I'm a GP. I like GP.
You say you're a Keon Coleman fan and a Marvin Harrison fan.
I like GP.
Where's the GP love?
I like GP. I like GP. Like he nice, bro. Yeah. I was gonna say with the quarterbacks, I don't want to put an allegiance on one of them just yet, though, because it's different. There is no controversy with Josh Allen. I don't have to worry about, I love Josh, and then it's Mitch now. No. Oh, Nazy, I ain't gotta worry about that with Kyler Murray. No, it's Kyler. Here, Steeler Nation isn't even 100% on which one they want to root for just yet. So when they decide, then I'll decide. But until they decide, I don't got to decide.
You were saying you weren't a Kyler Murray fan like that, though. Even though he has his spot locked up.
There's levels to it, but all I'm saying is between Russ and Fields, if we put the poll up on the chat, we say, hey, we all like more, it's going to be divided, man. That's all I'm saying. You can talk to anybody in Buffalo and you say, who's starting week 1? Talk to anybody in A's, who's starting week 1? You talk to some people like, hey, who's starting week 1? Hey, It might be, but I want this one. It's gonna have some of that. You know that. That's what I'm saying, bro.
You can be a fan of both.
That's what I'm saying, man. I like them both, though. Put it like this. I lean more Fields only because he took a picture with my little son. All right? I ain't get a chance to meet Russ yet with my little man. I wanted my mans to meet Russ. You know what I mean? Like, hey, G, you meet him too. Fields, man, show love. So I'm like, yo, yeah, no issue. You show love to my little man. It's all good. We solid. Yeah. I just didn't get a chance to get Russ. You know, he was on the field doing all, man, he was out there 30 hours later. He was like, bro, Russ, God, dog, you ain't tired yet? Like, not a little bit, but I liked it.
He's working hard. I
liked it. So I was like, yo, I'm going to get the picture with the young boy, with the son, you know, and we make a vibe like that. So, yeah. But that's all. So when they figure it out, then I'm going to figure it out.
Are you a Mitch fan?
I'm very much a Mitch fan. But I'm biased toward Mitch because I've had a chance to, like, kick it with him away from, like, this. And I told you that was last year, the bye week thing, doing the little, you know, right. We both at the same event, multiple days having to stay together, having a lot of fun at the event, pre-post, and it was just like, yo, you got a chance to, like, see him without all of this football stuff surrounding, without all of the can you X and O's lead though. It was just like, yo, this is just Mitch, like the dude Mitch. And that's the part for me that I was like, oh, bro, like, yeah, I'm always going to be in your corner, man. Like, I ain't got no issue with you. In fact, he put me onto one of my drinks that I always order when I go out. Let me get the Tequila Manhattan, baby. Be like, God, dog, man, what's that?
What's that?
Yeah, I said it right. Yeah, Tequila Manhattan. Yeah. No, Tequila. Tequila Manhattan. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's a whole bunch of tequilas mixed in there. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. But it's no, it's not Manhattan. It's Manhattan. Not old fashioned.
It's a bunch of different tequilas just together.
Yeah. I want to say it's a Tequila Manhattan. It's Tequila Old Fashioned. I think that's what it is, Tequila Old Fashioned. But yeah, it's literally like a whole bunch of different tequilas mixed in together, bro. And it is a fire drink. I always order it when I go out, and it always tastes good too, bro. Yeah, they have like it's whatever they do for the old fashioned. I want to say it's the old fashioned. It's the old fashioned, man. I'm back and forth. I want to say it's old fashioned though, but it's with tequila though. Yeah, bro, and it's pretty fire, man. So that's my thing, man. Okay. Yeah, but he put me onto it, bro. And literally now when I go, it's like I want that, and I always enjoy it. I want to say it's either Manhattan or old fashioned. I feel like when I say it again every time I go to the bar, I know, like we're talking about. I got you, man. Yeah, because usually it's made with dark liquor or whiskey. That's why I want to say it was the Manhattan.
So
but
it
could have been the old fashioned though. It's typically made like that, but he switched it out and said, "Yo, he wants to do it with tequila." So instead of it being the dark side, it's the light side, and that's the part where it's an absolutely vibe, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, bro.
Huh.
Yeah. It was absolutely fire, bro. And ever since then, I'm like, yeah, that's my thing, man. So yeah. But that's Mitch though, man. So that's why I say like I'm very different towards Mitch. It has zero to do with like the football, but he also is part of two of my favorite organizations too. You know.
You guys relate?
Yeah. And he got to go back. So I'm like, hey, I had to go out west. I had to go to AZ. You got to That's pretty nice, man. Yeah. Yeah, bro.
We got Sean McCartney saying he's a Big Ben fan.
Tom Jade hit me. It's the old fashioned tequila old fashioned. That's what it is. Because he said old fashioned is dark with a little flavor and ice. That's what it was. Shout out to you, Tom Jade. Yeah. So I do tequila old fashioned. Okay. Shout out to Mitchie. All right. Now, you said that was...
Sean McCartney says, I'm a Big Ben fan. LOL. All love match.
There it is. Hey, I'm a Big Ben fan too. Shout out to 7, man. Shout out to 7. We ain't never got no issue on that now. I told you. I done bled with that one. I done seen that one. That's different. If I done bled with you, man, it's always a different conversation.
James Thomas. Appreciate y'all, boys. Y'all make my work days easy.
Hey, man, we appreciate you. And the fact that was your first super chat as well, man. Salute you for that. And hopefully, you know, you stacking that paper the way you supposed to over there, baby. I like your energy. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
And that's it for all the supers for today.
Bro, it was a vibe, bro. We vibed out today, man. We definitely vibed out today. I like it. How you feeling, man? You look good. Shout out.
Yeah, I feel good. What's the vibes?
Shoot, man, I ain't got nothing. I'm just over here just looking at Stan Clary. He says, I like to kill old fashioned too. No salt, no lemon, just tequila. I said, I like your energy, Stan. Hey, Tyler from the 334 said he about to hit the gym. Moats, how do I get chiseled back? Oh, how do I get a chiseled back like you? Oh, hey, now, wait a minute now. All right, it's simple. A lot of water. All right, a lot of Gatorade. exercise. You definitely got to exercise. And, shit, every once in a while you got to touch some weights. Not a lot of weights, but you just got to touch some of them, all right? As long as you touch some of the weights, man, on occasion, man, it'll happen. But really, the dieting part and the exercise part, in terms of the walking, that's going to get the muscles to perk up way more than if you just lift a lot. And
you got to get lean.
Yeah, it's the lean part, because I definitely peeped that. Yeah, I learned that lesson in COVID, bro. Yeah, if you think it's all, if you want to, you're holding your breath. Ain't a good look. But if
that's what I hear too.
If you lean it out, you shred
really
up.
have to go to the gym. You go to the gym like 2-3 times a week.
Honestly,
you eat good and you walk like every day. You get pretty leaned up.
That's what I've been on, bro. I drink water, drink Gatorade, exercise. I try to get either the Peloton. If y'all on Peloton, hit the boy up at the Body 52. Send that friend request, because I'm always looking to bike with somebody. But yeah, I do the Peloton or golf. I walk out there in that golf, man. I know I'm going to get me 3.5-4 miles easily doing that just for a quick 9-piece. Yeah. So one of those, they say you're not supposed to eat late at night either. I'm still working on that one. I don't do meals at night, but I do have a problem. At times I will snack. Part of that is the munchies, though. If you know, you know. So yeah, it ain't always consistent, but it does happen at times. So yeah. But that's why I work out as frequently as I do in terms of the exercise and stuff. So that's what I would recommend to you. But yeah, lean it out, bro. And yeah, that's all you need, baby. But so shout out to you. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to the homie Deke. And once again, happy birthday to Kenny Pickett as well, man. Happy birthday to Kenny Pickett, man.
Yep.
So with that being the chase, man, we hope y'all enjoyed the show. Enjoy the weekend. And we'll hit you back on the flip side. But either way, we appreciate you for tuning in. And until next time, baby.
Peace.